stock.
Yo, what up, dog? Welcome to Off Topic. We're live. We're here. I'm your host, Michael Jones. We got Fredo, Lindsay, Jack, and Trey. Sponsors this week, we got Felix, Greg, we got Casper, we got Omen, sponsoring the Omen Command Center. Doing a stream tomorrow for that, so check that out. Nice. You know, PUBG. I want to throw this out right at the top. It's hot, it's ready. Right at the top, hot, it's ready. Face Jam, I've been talking about it. Trey listening. Face Jam, finally out. I'm eating some food with Jordan. You can go, subscribe right now, click it. We eat the food. If you don't care about food, we don't, it has a little bit to do with the food. It's mostly me making fun of Jordan. Even though he's there, it's still funny. We try to make up for it. Nick's there laughing. He's laughing now. He's laughing then. It's myself and Jordan. Eric's like he fades in and out, and then Nick's just there. It's for audio, but really he's just the laugh track. And I point and I motion like this to make him laugh, and then it's funny. But it's good. You should check it out. It's got the pilot we did like a month ago on there, and then the first episode just came out. We try the Popeye spicy chicken sandwich. So any of the podcast
kill anyone
apps,
trying to get it?
Right.
For that.
Okay. No, I don't want to spoil the whole episode.
Yeah, that's true. Don't do it.
But
no one got murdered.
No one got murdered. I did bring a knife with me.
You did.
I talk about it in the episode.
Did do that.
If you like Off Topic, you probably like this. They're short, like compared to this, like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Compared to this.
Yeah, you can listen to both episodes and it will be shorter than this one. I guarantee you, without a doubt, it will be.
Turns out it's like an average podcast.
Yeah.
An average normal
I
audio
have
podcast.
so much I got left to say.
I gotta
when
say
it's
some
over.
stuff.
So anyway, it's finally out. Please go subscribe, download it if you want it to exist. I do. And click it, like it, rate it, whatever. That's it. I'm done.
Nice.
That's my big fat plug.
Well, listening to you two, that was a pure example in my brain of how I am horrible at marketing, because you were like, if you don't care about food, my brain went, well, we don't care about you. No, we do. We do.
You don't care about food? Get the hell out of here.
Right now, it's audio only. We don't eat on the podcast.
No.
If you're like, I don't
This
like
ain't
to
no
eat.
mukbang.
We eat it and then immediately record it and discuss. And we save the rating till the end. On a scale of 1 to 100.
Good scale.
I tried to do 1 to 10, but once I started adding points, Jordan got I was gonna do like 9.7. He got upset and said, "Let's just do 100." So then I still had points though. So now he's upset because it's like 1,000.
Yeah.
Feel free to scale it up to 1,000. I do like
It's
that
like
scale.
99.3 is still 1,000 to him.
You should
so.
scale it at like 35.
That's we don't know.
Yeah.
And he
sausages.
it's a weird thing where he rates it just on the food. I rate it on the experience. So like, how comfortable was the car on the drive there? What was the weather like?
You can have a bad day and pick up food, and it makes it great. Or you can have a bad day and it makes it that much worse.
Yeah.
I guarantee there's going to be an episode where I had a fight with Lindsay this morning. 30%.
That's every day.
Damn it.
But if I won the fight,
there we go.
I'd be like, I won the shit out of this argument.
Yeah.
Victory
100.
food.
The shitty Taco Bell was amazing.
100.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I'm sitting here
That's
to keep
it.
you guys.
Check it out.
Yeah, a
a
buffer.
lot of tension.
Fredo's the mediator right now.
All right.
Throwing bows.
Don't hit me.
Yeah.
Trying
That's
to
the
get at
thing.
each other.
Is you bring an etiquette to the table. When it comes to food, it's more than just what enters your mouth and comes out your ass. Okay, it's an experience. It's a whole package, and I appreciate that what you bring to the table.
Thank you.
Jordan, he thinks he's high society with his taste
snob.
buds and stuff.
He's a real snob, and I try to
he's
take him
just
down.
judging.
I take him down a peg.
Alfredo was like, he was upset, and I was like, well, not really upset. He poo-pooed
Very
it.
upset.
He looked down upon it. Like,
Very
okay.
upset. He gets very upset.
He looks down his nose at it.
So you basically finish eating the food and then you hit record.
Yes.
So it's like immediately afterwards.
Yeah.
Like, he
And-
wipes
and-
his face and
And
goes,
we usually will eat in like silence, because I don't even want to go like, oh, that's really good. I go, okay, all right, I'm ready. I'm ready.
It's sunk in. I'm ready.
Jordan will be like, oh, and I'll go, da-da-da, ha. I don't want to hear it. Don't tell me whether you liked it or not. Or Eric will go, how's the pickles? And I go, I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah.
That's what the show's for.
Yes.
I keep it all inside.
Are you eventually gonna get to a point where you have like that spit bucket that you like just eat it and spit it out?
Never.
Like you don't never actually swallow
doesn't.
like
Jordan already
fine
doesn't
wine?
eat it. Jordan already doesn't eat the food.
No? I figured that's like half the
He'll eat
podcast.
like half. Try. I bring it up a lot. He'll eat like half of it, and then Eric will eat his scraps. And then he'll try to say that his opinion matters more than mine, but I'm like, listen, I ate the food. I also make a bit out of never eating the day we do it, and every episode I go, I haven't eaten yet today. Because I feel that makes the food better. It's
true.
Higher score.
Yeah. But to be clear, he's still eating the food, just not all of it.
Just not all of it.
He samples it. It's not like an Oscar reviewer who doesn't watch
you gotta
the
eat the whole thing. You gotta suck it down.
He's got like the SNL test. The sniff and lick.
He says a lot of like
He doesn't consume.
He'll do like I got enough,
Sniffing.
and I'm like I want
very
it
an
all.
improvised.
Well, sure, yeah, because it's important. It's like, is the first bite as good as the last
Jack,
bite?
you'd be great.
gotta
You'd be
portion
great.
it
If you ever need a guest star to come on.
When we eventually push him
Star. Okay.
Inevitably, when you cook him into the food.
Oh my god! Wow.
And then it'll be the
do-
and then it'll be like basically Eric is like my kid, so it could be the Michael Jackson podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be the Michael Jackson podcast.
Eric
Yeah.
also
There you go.
Eric is like so happy about it.
There's 2 episodes, and I do the only one that's like not on the app is that we did like kind of like a post show version on Off Topic, so that's for first members. But including that, and then the 2 audio versions we've done, I've seen Eric more than about 50 episodes of Off Topic.
You've probably seen
He's
Eric more
there.
than most
He
of
sits through the
anyone
whole
at Rooster
show.
Teeth, yeah.
He's like, we go. I drive in a car with
The
him.
whole show is like 35 minutes.
Still, you don't
weird
spend
soundboard
35
button
minutes
to have.
here.
That's
What a
more
very
time than I
specific
spend with him
Yeah,
on a daily
very odd
basis.
to have that
He's still
one
here
on there.
now, which is
Yeah.
crazy. Only because I'm talking about it.
Wait, what are you talking about on the post show?
What's up?
What are you talking about on the post show?
Well, the post show for this, we did like
Yeah.
They did a
They got
sampler
special.
episode.
No, for
special.
yeah.
because I was begging people to watch me.
Yeah.
For the Michael Jordan post show,
Yeah.
that's when they shit and they talk about
Yeah, you talk
shooting
about
it.
it.
It's like
you talk about the
post.
stools, you examine
Yeah.
the stools.
Yeah.
Oh,
How did it smell?
They sieve it, you know, like
How far
shit
did
into
it
a
waft?
colander and like.
Are we getting a
Colander,
Face
got
Jam
it.
shirt? You need to watch the show or
You need to
listen to
settle
it
in.
first,
Yeah.
okay? Because I'm not gonna make a shirt for a
I
canceled
feel like you
podcast.
should
Yeah.
make a Face
Please.
Jam mask or a Face Jam plate.
I want to make a Face Jam.
Some horrible jokes.
Diamond
Yeah.
set.
You need to
Get
stop.
that going.
I just want
This
people
is a
to
kid-friendly
listen to it.
podcast.
This is made for kids.
It's
Made for kids. Tag it.
Listen.
Made for kids.
Why'd you look at me? My eyes twitching.
I don't know why you put it on your eye, dude.
Stop it.
Dude, that reminds me.
Stop my eye alone.
The other night we were putting Iris to bed, and she would
God,
not
yeah.
stop going like this,
Like,
like
stop.
pulling her eyelid.
She's eyelid
Yeah,
lengthening.
and I was
She
like,
wants-
stop. And
Stretch
she was,
it.
I was like, leave your fucking
that
eyelid
volume.
alone.
He's just
She
gonna
just kept pulling it.
sloop
and going
down
like-
and just sit there.
I don't
like
think that's
that.
gonna
Jeff's
happen.
friend
but
that kept picking at his
she,
nipple
it's like she knew.
until I got long.
I'm sorry, what?
Remember Jeff talked about
Yeah,
how
he
had
was
a
talking about
friend
lengthening his
that
nipples.
like just kept
Just
going,
like
tugging
my-
at his nipple, and eventually he
have
had
missed
one
this
nipple longer
entirely.
than the other.
He said it.
Michael and I
Yeah,
were,
it's a tick, you
Michael
know,
and I were
it's a
talking
thing.
about deepening our and
Our belly buttons.
widening our belly buttons.
If we did
earlier.
the same, if we just kept stabbing at it
Yeah.
every day, could we deepen it and widen it?
Well, it's like those
reamed it
rings
out?
that the women they put on their
yeah.
necks. It's
Yeah.
like you get that for your belly button, where it's just you
More
expand
men.
it outward
Well,
and
that's
outward.
Anybody can stretch their neck.
That's gauging
okay?
your ears too. Same thing. You take
Yeah.
your gauges
So
out.
let's
Your
do it.
lobes
Let's
are like.
blast our
punch.
let's blast our
punch.
Yeah,
bellies.
you could like jump rope.
All right, I'll do it once a day. I'll kind of get in there.
Get a
and I'll just-
knuckle,
hold
get
on,
a
let me
knuckle, and just
and then
knuckle
just-
grind your belly button.
What do you think's the most like unnecessary cosmetic surgery you can get?
Probably
like this
any-
is so
Mostly any
The back
cosmetic
belly
surgery.
button.
Leg shortening.
Any type of
Arm nipples.
dick piercing.
There you go.
Well,
I
like-
think that's really
like-
surgery.
or plastic.
What if I want a deeper crevice in my cleavage, but I don't want bigger boobs?
I don't
like
know what
same
you're
size.
describing.
Are you
just
saying,
really,
like,
really
carved
cave
into
me
your
in.
sternum?
Cave
You just
me
wanted to
in,
like
yeah.
kind of like separate like icebergs, or
I was thinking
Oh, they
like
float
they would-
away?
I was thinking like tectonic
I'll
plates.
never
They
forget
go
you,
like
Jack.
that.
They-
And then my body earthquakes. But yeah.
You know those clackers that you could get at the arcade for like 25 tickets?
Yeah.
The balls that kind of go back and forth. Like, could you do that with your knockers? You kind of like, if you start going like this, they go.
Your knockers.
You'd have to.
They hit, they hit the
really
front,
got
they hit the
front and
back,
back.
front and
let
back.
them hang low, sweet chariots.
Oh, that'd be
Freed.
tough.
They clap. They clap back and forth.
And when you pass
That's a real
friend,
clapback.
yeah,
Yeah. You're like, what? Like, you get them to whip around the back.
you never done a high tip.
So then
when you pass
No.
your friend.
No, I
Technically,
haven't.
If
'cause
you're hitting
I
it
just-
from behind, you could still just from the
You just
on-
pull
on
them
top
back?
of the back,
Just whip 'em
to
around?
kinda grab them, all, like latch on.
This is why I wanted to get Face Jam right out of the way.
Yeah, good call.
Hey,
Good call.
hey, before we leave Face
Every
Jam-
other Tuesday. It's every
Yeah.
2 weeks.
That's important to say.
Also, it's basically, we couldn't call it Michael Jordan Podcast. It's the Fortnite Podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you like Fortnite, every 2 weeks, the Fortnite Podcast.
Featuring Will Smith.
Every other Tuesday, all right?
I guess I should.
Please, God, listen.
Hey,
It's called the Slow Mo Guys Podcast.
And you know, we piloted those other audio podcasts. This is our first Achievement Hunter official step into that realm. So, like, depending on how Face Jam does, obviously
All the rest have
totally-
been canceled.
All the rest are just dead.
All
They're
canceled.
dead, but they could be resuscitated.
Completely different subjects, obviously, but depending on how
That's
you
the
guys like
Necromancer
us
podcast.
stepping into this realm and how you guys like give us feedback and engage with the podcast, etc. You know, we've done Headcanon, Rabbit Hole, which all these names are temporary, and then we've got got that reality.
Yeah.
All different
They're
kinds.
temporary.
I
just
have 10
legal
episodes
hasn't
of
torn their way
headcanon
through them yet.
schedule. At least I have topics
Nice.
for 10 episodes.
Nice.
And it's a matter of actually doing them.
Nice.
So give me 2 years.
Yep.
I guess before we get too
Jack,
far, I should talk about new Ruby merch that is in the store.
Ooh.
Officially, it's cosplay merch.
Oh, yeah.
So if you,
You
want
did
to,
some pictures.
Yeah, I did. I did do some
The
pictures.
cape. The cape
I did.
is out.
Some cape
And a
bitch.
big-
You can get a cape yourself. You can get a Ruby
and a
brooch
scythe.
if you like to cosplay and you want some official cosplay merch. Go there. In honor of that, I have a little something.
God.
You know, that's good for people like me who are completely non-crafty.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
You're lucky I put a
Like,
shirt
I'll
on.
show up with like a piece of construction paper taped to my neck, and that's my cape.
Like a parachute.
Well, I
Like
mean,
a
yeah, I mean,
parachute.
Batman had a piece of paper and tape.
Oh shit!
Oh, wow. Look what
Damn.
Lindsay made.
Well, so what you can hear is Lindsay holding the Ruby scythe
Yes.
cosplay scythe.
Yeah, consume that with your
So
ear
that gets shipped and you assemble
Yeah,
it.
it comes in a box.
And if you're looking like, if you're worried about like traveling to conventions, it comes apart.
The box
It
is
can-
It is
12 feet
deadly,
long.
and it is a
can
real gun.
Fold down.
I can't reassemble it. But I've heard I'm supposed to be doing a demonstration on
She's doing a demo.
not only how amazing of a cosplay prop this is, but how well it functions.
How you can slice someone up.
Yeah, can that
Okay.
kill me or
Self-defense?
shoot me?
Tyler, when you're
What
ready.
the hell is happening?
Oh, okay.
All right, Lindsay now has a
Oh, wait,
cake.
wait. That's a carrot.
There's a
cake.
I got
fucking
rolled
cake
in
for
on a
some reason.
table,
Why are we smashing a
and
cake
she's
with
about
a
to
scythe?
slice
She's
it.
demonstrating
red velvet
the
cookie?
Is that red
sharpness.
velvet or is
She's
that
not
carrot?
smashing it, she's cutting it for you.
Is that
Why
red
not
velvet?
slice a cake?
I don't
That's
think
red
another
velvet.
very
Tables-
specific audio clip on that board.
Very odd.
There we go. Okay, ready?
All right, she's cutting the cake.
You're also hitting the bot. Okay.
Yep, it's
It's sharp like a rubber knife.
a prop.
There we go.
There we go.
There
Boom.
we
There we
go.
go.
You guys bought a cake for
Served
this.
perfectly.
All right, here.
Four.
I'll angle it.
Works
now
out
this
pretty
way.
nice. I haven't eaten today, so I could eat some cake. That'd be
Jack, that's perfect for being on the
go.
podcast.
Yeah,
Face
yeah.
Jam. And
It's
you say,
true.
I haven't eaten
I'm not going to
today."
describe how it tastes. I'll wait until it goes.
Save it for a couple weeks.
The problem
You
is
can
that
talk
the
about this
scythe
cake.
is
But it's flexible. It won't
curved.
break. It
There
will
you go.
not
There you
break.
go. There you go.
Trevor can hold the cake.
Why
And
do
then
you have
can
such
cut it.
specific audio
Yeah,
clips
very
on that
odd.
board?
Trevor will hold the cake. And he's like, when, I'm going to record this in advance. When will that come into play? Trevor will hold the cake.
Today was that day.
Today was the day.
All right.
Yeah.
What do you think is the weirdest thing they have on that soundboard?
Oh man, sex noises.
Perfect.
Eric pulling
oh my
his
God, we
pud
did it.
Now
and
can
juicing
Ruby
himself.
girls-
There you go. Yeah.
Of course.
Dude, that's red
All
velvet.
right, Lindsay, you got to clean off. You got to clean off the tip
Yeah,
there.
can someone clean off the tip of that
Trevor, suck it off.
Again, another
Pass.
weird thing.
Hard
Off
pass.
camera. One moment, please.
Oh God.
No, it isn't.
Kid friendly.
Tag,
Ruby
tag
is.
for
This
children.
isn't. You're promoting Ruby on this disgusting shit fest.
It's me, Ruby. I'm just sucking off my scythe over here.
All right.
Okay, it's actual me, Ruby.
I'm ready.
It's good. Tastes good. Sorry.
That's my favorite line from the show. Season 7's out. Oh, it's me. It's actual Ruby.
Yeah, baby.
There.
What was that uncle from 8 Crazy Nights?
Uncle
Not
Sandler?
uncle, but like the guy with the 2 different feet. Men's 11 left foot.
Oh,
Whitey, yeah.
Who was that?
Whitey? Oh,
How
Whitey.
many people watched 8 Crazy
I
Nights?
saw that Adam Sandler.
My voice
animated.
kind of reminded me of his Men's
Uncut
11 left
Gems
foot.
was so good.
Uncut,
yeah.
Uncut Jeans?
Gems.
Gems,
That's
the
Adam
Adam
Sandler.
Oh.
See Adam Sandler like
You said Adam Sandler.
I haven't seen it.
824.
Dude, I saw The Lighthouse.
Yeah?
It is, from a technical standpoint, perfect.
Yeah?
It's a weird movie. It's
Yeah.
not gonna be for everybody.
It does look artsy.
It's very weird.
I heard
and
there's
a
a
lot
scene
of-
with a lobster that we should be concerned about, but maybe not.
His name is Willem Dafoe.
No, his name is Joaquin Phoenix.
Is in it.
Wait, what is the... No,
I don't know what's
shoot,
that.
that's the guy from the phone booth.
See, you summarized why I'm not going to go see it.
Phone booth. I did like them.
Colin Farrell.
What are you talking about?
The Lobster, the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That came out last year.
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, it
For
was.
some reason
Yeah,
I
he
said
was in
Joaquin Phoenix, but that's her.
Has anyone on
Tom
this
Hiddleston
table
from
seen
No, Colin
Parasite
Farrell
yet?
was in it.
I haven't seen
No.
Parasite.
God.
I can't go to the
Parasite.
movies. My bastard children won't let me leave the house.
They were born out of wedlock.
Goddamn masterpiece. You guys need to watch it. It's
Okay.
amazing.
Okay.
It's hard to tell what kind of movie it is by the trailer.
Dude, you
Like,
don't want to know.
They
Just
have
go watch
the,
it.
They
You
have
don't
things
wanna
on their
know.
eyes. They have sensor bars.
You
It's
don't
like
wanna
that.
know.
This is the
Just
It's about 2 construction workers
go
that
watch
merge
it.
their brands and they have a pair of sights.
My God.
Yep.
That's a Jack kind of joke for you. You can expect to hear that no more today.
All right. Okay. And we're done.
Good podcast.
And we've moved past it. Moving on.
Anyone playing Death Stranding?
Cody just tearing into that.
No.
cake
Matt
now.
is.
Brag is.
Death Stranding brought to you by Monster
Get
Energy.
it, Cody.
drink.
Dude, there's a lot of Monster Energy.
What?
Someone film
We
this
gotta
man.
look at the, hold on.
Cody,
I got it.
The Joker's over there is just nomming on some
Dude.
cake.
Trevor's already playing with shit.
Cody is
Hang on,
living the
hang on.
dream.
He's between
You
robbery
go, man.
right now.
We don't have a light guy, so here, I'm gonna light him for you.
There you go. That's good.
Does that help?
That's
Can you see
good.
him now?
It's really good.
I love it.
All right.
What a review. It's really good.
I need a drink.
Oh, fuck. I dropped it. We're good.
One of my favorite things we did during Extra Life, well, we did a lot of cool stuff during Extra Life. We'll talk about it a bit, but it was when we were torturing Gavin, and we didn't have any lights outside to light him. We were milkboarding him, and we had no lights. So literally, it was about 18 people with their flashlights on their phone lighting them up.
The
It was
worst part
fucking
about
amazing.
that, honestly, that shit was cold.
Yeah, in the middle.
Like ice. That was like being stuck under like a frozen tundra.
So some of my favorite
that's
stuff was
Snowpiercer.
you guys when you first went up to the wall for the blacklight moonballs. It was so dark, and by the end of it, it was all
That looked
glowing.
amazing.
It looked
That
so
looked
cool.
so damn cool.
Looked so awesome.
That's such a good idea.
That was
Yeah.
real gooey, glowy paint.
Yeah, it was absolutely bonkers. It was a lot of fun though.
Specks everywhere.
I think it was
glowing.
Blaine's shot that nailed you in the leg.
hit me right in the face.
Well, you had that, but there was one that hit him in the leg. So for a few days, Michael was like dead legging around the house like a pirate.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, Blaine walked up, took one shot,
I
hit
was just
Michael
about to-
square in the head, and then ran. Like he literally was like he just turned and walked away. He was
Fear.
like,
My soul
Fear.
left my body.
oh yeah,
yeah.
Xavier Woods.
Via Xavier.
Totally Superstar just chopped me right
He like
in
the
chest.
ancient one to the Doctor Strange. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Like where it
100%.
slapped
There
the
you go.
soul back out of
There's
you.
Michael getting pegged in the head,
Yeah.
dropping to his knees.
Is the handprint still in your chest, or I assume it's like
yeah, it's still
settled
there.
down
Looks
a
so
little bit?
cool. That's
That
like
looks awesome.
Blacklight's always fun, man.
Yeah.
A fun place
Reminds me
to
of, like,
play in.
like a laser tag site, you know?
Yeah, here he
Yeah.
comes and thunk.
He stepped right into
Yeah, so like
That was early on too, because it was glowing orange by the end of
just
it.
a big orange blob on his face.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Extra Life was awesome. It was a lot of fun. Raised over $1.2 million for kids.
Yep.
We have a lot of people asked about like the shirts or the hoodies and the beanies sold out. Like so here, I'm actually wearing one right now. It's the really nice one. You know, has the logo on the back. They're going to be restocked. We're restocking them. We convinced our merchandise department to buy more. We're getting 1,000 of each. They'll be in the store soon. I don't have a specific date for you. As soon as I know it, I'll let you know. And once those are gone, they're gone. But that will go towards the Rooster Teeth donation Extra Life. So that's pretty awesome. Yeah, we also have eBay auctions hitting pretty soon. So right now, if you did any of the raffles, if you were in the U.S. and like the states you're allowed to do it, the raffles end this weekend, and then we're gonna put eBay auctions up for damn near everything that we had for raffle too. We have like one of each. So that's for global. Anyone who wants to get it can auction off on that. And we got some stuff from our partners over at Warner Brothers. They sent them some really cool stuff as well. And that'll be up for auction going to our donation. So
That being said, thank you very much to everyone who bought a copy of my book.
Yeah.
Apparently, it sold out in
Awesome.
what was it 22 minutes?
That's what I was
Something
saying.
like
Under
that.
half an hour.
going.
It was good.
Y'all are awesome.
yeah. And then Lindsay's book will be available for sale at
Gonna
some
say,
point.
People like
yeah.
kids.
It was awesome.
We're discussing how to sell a little bit more. We'll see.
Yeah. so-
TBD.
It was awesome just hearing like, there's 40 left. Wait, no, there's 14
like-
left.
Yeah.
I was like, well,
Nope, they're gone.
and they're gone.
And
Like,
it's gone.
all right.
This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Casper. Casper is the sleep brand that continues to revolutionize its line of products to create an exceptionally comfortable sleep experience one night at a time. What is it that you always look for in a mattress? Sink and bounce, right? The original Casper mattress combines multiple supportive memory foams for a quality sleep service with just the right sink and just the right bounce. Casper now offers 4 other mattresses: the Wave, the Essential, the Hybrid Casper, and the Hybrid Wave. The hybrid mattresses combine the pressure of relief of the award-winning foam with durable yet gentle springs. Casper's mattresses are made in the USA, and buying the right Casper is super easy. Just order online. It's delivered to your door in a compact box, and you get free shipping and free returns to the US and Canada. I've had a Casper for several years now at home. Amazing sleep, very comfortable, just out for the night, wake up feeling refreshed, no tossing, no turning. It's a great mattress. Considering we spend 1/3 of our lives on a mattress, it's so important to truly sleep on a mattress before committing. That's why Casper gives you 100 nights, 100, to try it out. Get $50 towards select mattresses by visiting casper.com/offtopic and using promo code offtopic at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. That's $50 towards select mattresses by visiting casper.com/offtopic and using promo code offtopic at checkout. I showed up in the morning. I checked out the stream once it started at 8. It was like 8:05, and I because I tweeted a link for the books.
Yeah.
And I made sure it was like in the store. I was like, cool, you can get it now. I got ready. I got in the car to drive here to the office, and it was like 8:25, and I checked before I left the house, and it was sold out.
Nice.
I was like, nice.
Dang.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
That was
You guys,
cool.
you guys are awesome. The community.
Yeah.
You guys are
I mean,
okay,
we're-
but the audience, you guys are
She
fantastic.
wrote the book.
Yeah.
But,
didn't want to say it.
It's for the kids, baby.
There you go.
But yeah.
Also, best cooking competition
Oh
ever.
my god, that turned out so good.
I loved. Okay, well, I won't spoil most of it, but whenever I finished my dish, Matt Bragg, of course, in the best Matt Bragg manner, just kept eating it. And I was like,
Yeah.
dude, stop.
Yeah,
Like,
Matt Bragg did not stop eating it.
My ego will not be hurt if you
your
put that down.
cookies and hot dog combination.
Sarah
it was
with
a
the
cookie
ranch,
base.
She just kept eating it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that
It was like
ranch.
cupcake and ranch, and then she just kept scooping it up.
No, I've tested that. Dairy and ranch
That
don't
was
mix.
gross.
I liked Chef Mike opened the Big Mac and it was it was prepared wrong. It was assembled wrong, and Jeremy was dying over that. He's pulled that up. He's played it a bunch of times since then, just like clips from Extra Life. And Chef Mike opens it and he goes, "Come on with that!"
It's 2 patties.
It's 2 patties on top and they're not like spaced out properly.
Wait, from McDonald's it came.
Yeah, the one
yeah.
he just opened it up and it was just 2 patties on the top. He's like, "Come on with that!" I was like, "Dude, you leave. That's what happens. This place is falling apart."
No, we were so lucky this year because we had Chef Mike come down. We also had Xavier Woods come down, and they
Yeah,
both
Xavier
fit
Woods
in.
like
It fit in
gave you like
so
he
perfect.
gave you a high five or was that a low five? Or?
Dude, yeah, I took the chop
His
to,
high
the,
Alfredo's
to
low.
the chest.
Oh.
Like, I went, and then I was like, well, it very quickly, because we're playing werewolves, and the punishment
Yeah.
was you'd either take a chop from Xavier Woods, right, an actual, like, WWE superstar, chop to the chest, or you take a paintball. And then, obviously, Miles went for the chop. And I was like, well, I gotta go for the chop. And then all of a sudden, it very quickly became like
The chop fest.
it was a chop fest, and everyone's like, I don't want to be the first dude to back out and not get chopped.
Yeah.
And take
I
the
would be
paintball.
that first dude, man.
Dude,
Trevor.
Let
Yeah.
me tell you, when
Yeah.
There he is. There's
No.
Miles.
yep, that was Miles.
Prep-
You in the background of that clip.
Dude.
Oh,
I just like the yep.
When
Yeah,
you-
I know. Alfredo took it pretty well.
when you hear, dude, this.
Oh!
Yeah, you can hear the sound of it.
That's where I had to let it out.
My sympathy goes, dude.
Right.
I think I posted it in slow-mo. Twitter video kind of screwed with it, but like you can
did.
see the chop like ripple through your soul.
God.
Dude, and then if
Oh, you even the wrinkle, like even the creases of the hands
Dude, just
show
crazy.
up.
And, like, I posted a picture of it the next day on my Twitter. I don't know if they'll pull it up, but you
Yeah.
can actually see the bone of his like knuckles.
It looks like someone
It
put
was-
their hand in paint and like I've
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
seen such
Dude,
a
I was so
perfect
dead.
Yeah.
I was
Whip that-
so,
Like-
I was so
whip them
Death
out.
Stranding. It was so.
Did you
There's
see?
still-
God, it's
yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
it's
still
still
black and
brown.
blue.
It's still black and blue.
It's yellow.
It's-
It's
yeah.
bruised.
my
There's some
God.
tears, skin.
That's.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit, but that
There
was
you go.
dude.
Okay.
That was the day
God.
after.
Wow.
You healed quickly
You
then.
could see
did,
the
you did.
creases in it.
Right,
Now,
like what
You
the
can
hell?
see the cases where his knuckles were.
How
There's
do you get a
that.
slap from like the lower part of your pinky?
It was
He found a way.
insane.
That's
found a way.
So since his leg was, he was handicapped because his leg was injured.
Yeah.
He's suffering from
He was
a leg
injured.
injury right now. He said it was half power.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
He
was
had
like,
no
half
foot.
power.
Half power.
Yeah, he had no like foot to press
Yeah, he
off
had no
of. Yeah.
press
That's like when Goku's fighting off
it's
against
crazy. He had,
Majin
like-
Buu, and he's like, "That's only half
he
my
was
power."
like-
because
Took off his
he
weights,
got
yeah.
a Dragon Ball Z tattoo.
Right.
We did, yeah.
So I took the first, I took the first chop, and I was like, oh, that sucks, but it is, it's fine. The back, that stung like a motherfucker.
I'm sure it was easier to get like full 100% contact.
Yeah, because he
so
was just
like
from the top, slap right along the back.
Oh.
And then, so I had to go back up, and I was like, obviously, I'm not going to do the back. No one's taken the paintballs yet, so I got to come in for another chop. But I was the only one that took a chop and then waited until the other chop. So Xavier,
because there's
like,
2 rounds of werewolves.
So he's
we're playing
he started
couple
warming
rounds.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So everyone else, some people took like multiple chops, but they took it all at once.
Yeah.
And so like when I went up for my second chop after like 10 minutes of the like all of
Swelling
the
up
front
and-
swelling up, Xavier like leans in. He's like, "Okay, so your chest right now is very tender. This is going to hurt a lot." And he just slaps the shit out of it.
All right.
And I was like,
Claire?
"Oh my god, that hurt." And then after we were like, "You're still going," and I was just like, I had my lob on. I was like, I'm bleeding onto my love. Is that okay?
3 of you are bleeding. It's crazy.
Yeah, there
Now,
is his wheel dragon.
I
Yeah.
wonder if he could like bring someone back from the dead. Like if they're like, oh no, he's coding, and Xavier just goes, bam! It's
Yeah.
like
I mean,
that.
They go, he's coding, and you go, well, he's dead now.
Well, he secured his spot in hell. Yeah.
Just push him over the edge. So
Now we have the picture of your hand.
why did you slap him?
Did you see
not how it
the
works.
memes that people made of it? Like someone took your handprint picture and they put Simba's like.
Oh yeah,
No, dude.
That's awesome.
Simba.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's one of those things where like he stepped into it and it was very much like at first it was kind of like, all right, let's see how this goes. He's literally never been to our studio. First time for meeting damn near all of us. And it was kind of like Jeremy set it up and it was like, all right, here we go. I introduced myself, met him. I was like, all right, well, if you want to jump into this, and he came in first for the Who Spot segment. And then very quickly kind of started getting into it, and then immediately like found his footing, and I was like, "Holy shit! Like this guy fit in perfectly."
Yeah.
So
He
it
was
so good.
judging
met us
the
on
cook-off
camera.
too. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
I
judged
know
the
it's good
cook-off.
because I've done a lot of stuff with him, like for like Kind of Funny Live and everything. And so when they have like their wrestling bits, obviously like they'll have him jump on, and it's just so cool how like down to earth and how invested he is in the nerd culture. Like he loves video games.
Yeah.
It's a really chill dude.
So yeah, well, he said he'll be back next year. Hopefully, depending on his schedule, that we can actually get him back in.
He says he wants to be back, and he wants the boys that got chopped up to take the revenge.
Yeah. He says, all right, next year
He's
come back, I'll
he's
take all my
next year,
punishment.
Bring the pain.
Which
to
is
me.
Work
what-
out your
which is
chop
what-
hand.
Which is what I said was like, cool, so everyone's gonna break their hands.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna go.
Pretty much.
Pow!
Yeah.
Oh,
Like SpongeBob with his fingers hanging
Right,
off.
yeah, go punch this wall.
Yeah, exactly.
I said it'd be like the clip of that dude who tried to attack Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh yeah, when you like
He's
try to drop kick him in his back.
Yeah.
Arnold's
Move it all.
he was always
7-year-old
like this.
Schwarzenegger. Yeah, there's the photo of all the chop boys right there. Yeah. Oh
Dude, we got torn up.
man, that's impressive that you stood up and did that.
Well
And-
done.
Dude, it's
done.
pain.
Oh, I can imagine.
It is
I can
pure
imagine.
pain.
That's
especially
yeah.
the second time.
But that went well. A lot of us got tattoos as well. We had Kappa Tattoo came down and they tattooed a crap load of people here in the office. A lot of first tattoos too, which is pretty cool. I got mine. Michael, you got a couple.
I got 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made a mistake.
Yeah.
So I got like a jiggy from Banjo-Kazooie on my wrist,
Yeah.
and they asked if I wanted it outlined.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking about it. I'm like, I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I'll just do the gold. So first of all, it took longer because they didn't have like just to do the whole thing in one color. I made it more complicated than like a black outline and then fill it in because they didn't have that hard edge,
Yeah.
to work against. And then it's like 80% done, and I'm like, well, maybe I don't know. Maybe I will get the outline. And they're like, well, first of all, thanks. That would have been like 10 times easier for me if you just said that. But then they were like, I wouldn't recommend doing it now because now that like this is fresh, if we put like the other color on top of it, like it might bleed into each other.
Yeah.
You can always do it later, a couple months down the road. They're like, if we're back next year, just do it next year. And then I plan on getting the Team Nice Dynamite later in the day. I got that early in the morning. I'd get it later in the day. And I was just like, well, I know that's going to be a whole thing. When they start the outline on that, I'm like, could I just get it like a couple hours later? And they're like, yeah, but it's going to fucking hurt. Like, getting a tattoo and then 5 hours later tattooing the tattoo.
Yeah.
And
While
I'm
it's
like,
starting to swell.
fuck
and,
it, I'll do
heal.
it, and it's similar of getting chopped again. And I did that, and it was fucking excruciating.
Oh.
And I'm so glad Jeremy was just standing there talking to me while I did it. So it was my right arm. So I'm just like holding the bottom. That's the Nice Dynamite. That's the jiggy there. I'm holding the bottom of the chair, like the table that I'm sitting on.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at Jeremy. I'm like, yo, if you see this fucking metal start to bend, you know how much this fucking hurts. And I'm talking to him. I'm just like, it was so painful, but it turned out awesome. He
Yeah,
did
it
like
looks
a
great.
cool
Yeah.
depth effect, so it's got like a 3D
I mean,
look on it.
at least you weren't tased again.
It's starting to crack
Could
now.
have had
but-
that paint on Extra Life.
No, I mean
Keep
this
that in
was
mind.
fine, and I was like, I get cool tattoos out of it, but
Yeah.
that was an absolute mistake.
I got mine at like 3 a.m. and I almost fell asleep in my chair while he was
Nice.
tattooing me. I
Well-
was so tired. I was like sitting there.
I
I was
Ken-
nodding
Ken fell
off.
asleep. his chair, but he didn't want
Kemp
to.
passed out.
Yeah, Kemp passed
next
out.
to me. He was getting his when I was getting mine, and all of a sudden he was just like, and I just ran and got on Mountain Dew, and he was like, oh, what? He was awake before I came back, which happens. It's not uncommon.
It's very common.
When getting tattoos. and just like gave him sugar, and he was fine. He walked out. He ate a sandwich afterwards, and he was fine. But he was just like boop boop, and he just went out and came right back up.
Yeah, I came in after he had passed out, and he was like, "Yeah, I passed out." I'm like, "He's awful pale right now," but yeah, he had some sugar. He was fine. So
he is, yeah.
But yeah, Kappa Tattoo.
Awesome.
Kappa Tattoo. Those guys are awesome. So we're talking to them about coming down for RTX actually. So if you want to get a tattoo from them, hopefully you can do it at RTX. And so they have a they have a wheel of
they stream on Twitch.
They stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/Kappa Tattoo. But also they have a wheel of vengeance kind of deal. They have a wheel of destiny tattoos where they've got like 50 tattoos and they have a gumball machine that has numbers on it, and you literally just roll it and pull out whatever numbers. Like, all right, that's the tattoo I'm getting. And so they have that in their shop. They brought it down too.
It's funny to see that Michael was talking about it. He's like, I want to make sure that my tattoos are meaningful and good. So he was asking me about getting Team Nice Dynamite. Like, would you care? I said, listen, I know how much Gavin means to you as a person.
I don't care about Gavin.
One,
I like the logo.
and the content he's provided you and the paychecks that you receive from that is fantastic.
Gavin's giving me shit. What I also said was like I like because it's like my thing. You know, to get it. And like I told Gavin, if he ever pisses me off, like I could just cross the eyes out.
There you go.
And then it's just like, he's the smaller part of the tattoo. I can easily just wipe the fucking face off.
Yeah, but
it looks good. It looks really
It does look good.
My mentality is like, one, I don't care because I'm me. And
I was like, you're gonna have to look at it. I don't give a fuck.
But it's your body, it's your choice.
Dude,
I don't care.
Gonna
Whatever.
cover myself with stupid tattoos.
Yeah, well, Michael was saying he's like, I'm not at Jeff level yet. At Jeff level, you can just throw on whatever and be like, I got.
So for me, I got the. It's sort of like a rebranding of the Achievement Hunter logo,
cool.
so it's kind of hard to see. But so it's the star and the controller as well.
It's very dynamic. It looks like it's flying at me.
And this is actually original art that Josh, the guy, the artist himself, did. And so, but now I'm like, I might actually get some other stuff.
That's your first non-Tetris.
Yeah, it's my first non-Tetris. That little black piece, a little scab there. Ignore that.
Oh yeah, he's peeling.
But yeah, so the idea is to get more like stuff on this arm, like almost do like a quarter sleeve or something. So, so like every extra life do something new. I'm pretty happy. It turned out solid. And very, very pumped out of those guys.
What does Jeff have on his tits?
Milkshake.
Milkshake.
He also has fart hard tattoos on his ankle.
His Gavin's nose.
He's got Gavin's nose, and it says loser on it.
Michael said, and I totally agree. He's like, if you ask Jeff, how many tattoos do you have? He go, I don't fucking.
I would imagine. I could be wrong. I doubt he pulls a number out. When I'm up there, it's like I don't give a fuck, dude.
Well, he's saying now he goes to parties where they'll have tattoo artists at the party, and it's like, oh yeah, it's like, go get a tattoo. I'm like, okay, cool. Let's get a tattoo. I was like, what the fuck party are you doing? So.
Well, you say that. We were at a wedding recently. Nice. That's the best tattoo I've ever got.
Dang, the shading on it's harsh.
It's very good, but accurate.
It's like
look
caved
at
in
it.
on the side, like
Owen Wilson's nose.
Oh wow! Someone should get like a. No, I don't, and by someone I mean a victim. Like should get a $1 million bill with Gavin's face in it.
Yeah,
with the curly white wig, the presidential.
If he
thing.
gave me $1 million, I'd do it.
I don't want to give it away
because
he was talking about. Jeremy was talking about getting stupid matching tattoos this year, and he was like, maybe next year.
Who?
That's Jeremy. I don't want to give away what he was talking about. I mean, he was talking about himself, and I was like, and that's when I was like, I could go in on that. I need 10 or 15 more before I start getting just dumbass. Look at this dumb joke, and then you live with it for the rest of your life. I'm like,
I got your name tattooed on my ass.
I'm not there yet, but like, I was like, that's pretty funny. He's just like, maybe next year. He got a Borderlands tattoo done.
Yeah. You got the vault symbol.
Yeah.
Every time I have a tattoo idea, I'm like, oh wow, this would be cool and really meaningful. I present it to Michael, and he goes, "That's fucking dumb." I'm like, well, never mind.
Yeah, well, they're
fine.
all. I mean, tattoos are pretty.
But listen, he's got Team Nice Dynamite here.
Yeah, I know. Thank you.
Something.
How dare I?
Do you have
want my family crest? I do. I have. Like, literally, there's a GTA 5 artwork of a woman on a beach, and she has a sparrow tattoo on her lower left hip. That's my tattoo. Completely. Color-wise, scheme, location, the way it's facing, everything.
So you should
right
sue
there.
GTA, just like Lindsay Lohan.
Stop taking stuff from the Lindsays.
All the Lindsays are
after
GTA.
Rockstar. Leave us alone.
Yeah.
We're even spelled the same way. I see what you're doing.
Denise says Michael better get my name when I die or I'll haunt him.
She says a lot of shit.
No, it says Denise.
She fires off.
He would put like, finally Denise is gone or something like that.
There you go.
I would say something that says Stinky Denise. The last time, it was
Where would you put it?
It was in the height, probably on my ass. That's where it's Stinky. In the height of Stinky, my mother was at my house the whole fucking time she was there. I just kept going, you're so stinky. Stinky. I just kept saying Stinky.
I didn't know how far that would go when I was just mindlessly scrubbing through TikTok.
Yeah.
That was the best version of Uh-Oh Stinky. All the other ones are like
I'd never seen
kind of
it.
cringy TikToks, but
No, those
What
are good
blew
ones.
my mind
Planet
too,
Stinky.
Pretty quick.
just yesterday, Jeremy was sitting there and he was like, "Uh-oh, poopy," and I was like, "Poopy? What are you talking about?" And he's like, "No, yeah, in the longer version they get to poopy." I'm like,
well,
"Poopy's
elevated?
the original, well, the original version is just somebody for like 45 seconds going like, "Uh-oh, poopy, stinky," like just like saying
never
that
heard the
over and
poopy.
over.
It's him changing like his kid's diaper, right? I'm pretty
I don't
sure
know.
That's what it
I
is.
just
I
know the
doubt it.
audio.
That
It's
makes
just
too
a
much
blank
sense.
video
Yeah.
on YouTube with millions of views.
Also,
Poopy,
before we get too far away from it,
Smell.
Too much to keep up with.
My
Ooh,
kids
that's
shit in a
bad.
box. It's awesome.
Yeah,
They
basically.
shit outside in the backyard and in a box.
Jack got the idea.
That's like, hold on. Well, I want to take that sound clip, and whenever you have kids in the future,
Yeah.
my kids shit in the box.
Yeah. I mean, if you train
They
them right,
will
I
be.
mean, yeah.
That's what we do. Go outside, go outside.
Denise, I'll get
I
it.
like that you were blown away by the idea of a tattoo artist at a party, though, because we were just at a wedding. Trevor was there, where they had a poetry fox.
Oh yeah,
This was
It was a man.
Stephen
But
Dunkelman.
It was a
He was
man
dressed as a fox.
Yeah,
Yes.
He wasn't a fox.
God.
it could have been his persona. We don't know.
Just the term poetry fox makes me hate everything.
Well, what does that even? What?
Like-
So
He
so,
sat there with a typewriter.
I hate weddings. God, I hate weddings. No,
I like
God,
them.
a typewriter?
Yeah.
Fuck!
Yeah. So
and,
hold on.
and
hold
even
on.
how it was
Oh,
typed
it
was
sounds like
like,
it's getting worse.
I
Let
was
it
at your
happen.
wedding, Jack.
Yeah, was there a poetry
hate
fox?
it?
Yeah,
No, I assumed you
and that's why it
couldn't afford it.
sucked.
No. Actually, no, you weren't at my wedding. You were at my reception.
Ted.
I had like
That's
10
true.
people
That
at my
is
wedding. It was
true.
awesome.
That is true.
My wedding cost me
All I could remember
literally
was a
$200.
pigeon.
That
Damn.
was it.
That's-
It was awesome.
That's a move, though.
It was
It is.
great.
It's like
I mean,
enviable.
teach their own. You know, if you want to have a
Great.
big wedding,
Sure,
cool,
absolutely.
but
Just
you
had my
want-
anniversary
no,
2
yeah.
days ago, actually. 11, 12, 13s.
Oh.
Congratulations.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Nice. I can agree there's a lot of societal pressure to like have the big hoopla and like, oh, you gotta invite this, have these people, okay, whatever. It's like, you're not into that, just go to the courthouse.
Man, I'm,
Yeah.
making,
Married,
I'm making enemies
whatever.
at my wedding. Motherfuckers
Oh, yeah.
aren't gonna get invited. I'm like, why not? I'm
No,
like,
we had a wedding.
Invite half
know
the
you like
planet,
that.
the other half.
It was just we literally had 8 people. It was like 6 of us, or it was 6 of us standing, and then I think 4 was like my family. Yeah, so,
So the
it
people
was,
up
it
at
was,
the thing, the altar, were like the
there was more of
the
us standing.
Wedding party was
yeah, there
bigger
were more
than.
of us standing than people sitting
That's
and
funny.
watching.
Imagine
Yeah.
there's one dude random in the courthouse. You're like, oh, you want to watch my wedding? Yeah. Okay. Fuck it.
You just hang out at courthouses
Sure.
all day.
Woo.
No, so because my wedding was like super early, and then we went to Jim's actually and had breakfast afterwards. That was our wedding meal.
That's awesome.
And then I had my reception because my wedding was on a Tuesday, and then we had the reception on a Saturday. And so that's when I invited, just like everybody showed up. So
I gotcha. See, that wedding that we were just at was the 4th wedding that we've been to in the last 2 months,
Oh yeah,
maybe.
it's wedding season hard.
It's wedding again.
Hard.
Yeah.
It's like, well, we're all in like that age range, right? Where all of our
Dude,
peers
all
and
your-
friends
yeah.
are
Getting
just
married
like,
and having babies.
Yep,
That's-
spitting them out.
Yeah.
Kids.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing
like-
it all
a
over Facebook.
a poetry fox with a typewriter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay,
so
so
you
is
come
it
up
just-
to the fox, you say, like, you give him a word, and he will write a poem.
It's like a
Oh,
Mad
it's an
Lib.
improv poetry
Yeah.
fox.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
God.
layers keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
If
And,
Jack goes to hell, I hope he's a poetry fox the whole time he's
Yeah,
down
you're gonna
there.
He won't
reincarnate
be
as
one.
that
He'll
guy.
have to just
Yeah.
be
Alright.
standing at one.
Not to like offend anybody,
But to offend him. Come on, let's
Dare
hear it.
you.
but why?
Why not,
I don't
man?
know.
It's just a fun.
I mean,
I'll
that's
say
interesting.
the
fine.
We're
nicer
talking
version
about
of
it,
me.
It's
aren't
just-
we?
It's true. How many weddings have you been to that have a poetry fox? I will
It's
never
different.
forget
It's
that
different.
wedding.
It's different.
Memorable.
In the one.
I think that might be it.
The
It's
thing
just
is, they probably
memories.
paid that guy. Like
They
that
did.
guy
I would
got
imagine
money.
Hopefully.
so,
They
Jack.
did.
Hopefully.
Like when you go out there and listen, like
He just showed up.
Ooh, we could have a donut wall. Like everyone could have bubbles. Like
I'll be honest.
poetry fox.
Here's
Throw
the
it on the
thing.
list.
I'll be honest. If you're having a wedding, it's all a waste of money. Okay?
Yeah,
true.
So
True.
Poetry Fox ain't much worse than $2,000 on flowers.
I love
Yeah.
that we're married and we're like, no, yeah.
I mean, it is. I mean, we had one. It was nice, but you don't fucking need one. I mean, Jack's 100% correct. If you want to do it and you want to, like, you know, have like family and friends and do a big thing or whatever, if you want to do that, great. You
Yeah.
absolutely don't need to do that.
My
Yeah.
cousin is much more like low key, and she wanted the courthouse wedding, but for family and like her husband's sake, they were like, oh, we want to do something. Let's have a party. It's like, okay. So they finally finished their vows, and they came inside. We're getting ready for the reception. She's like, I could just like leave, right? Like we're married, we're done. I'm like, yeah, get the fuck out of here if you want to.
Yeah.
Like, if you
Sneak
want to
out.
be
Everyone else is
go
just
for
like
it.
celebrating while you guys are just gone.
There's also there was an article not terribly long ago I read that said basically there's like it's like a chart where the more expensive the wedding, the more likely they are to get divorced. It's like literally it's like
we'll find that balance. I can't even.
Why do you think Alfredo's sitting between us?
I can't even hate on like a poetry fox. Because my wedding, the way I see it,
Go
You
extra.
can't hate on. Yes, you can.
Because
yeah,
the way I see it is that
You can't
I'm there,
slam that poetry.
You know what I mean? Exchanging vows with Jackie.
Thanks,
All
Nick.
of a sudden, Rita Rapunzel comes, and there's a bunch of putties with her, and then they take Jackie, and it's like, oh shit, me and the groomsman, it's morphin' time. Bust open.
Damn.
Power Rangers.
Wow.
Dude,
I'm
that's
sorry.
my wedding. Leave me alone.
You're getting
Yeah.
Ivan Ooze to come to your wedding.
You're comparing it. I was wondering where the fox
sorry.
came in.
Is this
I'm
like?
not saying, I can't get mad about the fox because that's how I see my
She
wedding.
goes, I do. The fox lands from the sky, grabs her, teleports, and we're like, it's morphin' time. And then we like our Zords
I will
come
say-
together.
I demand to be
if the
Rita
poetry
Repulsa.
fox, if the poetry fox was a real fox, then all bets are off. It's like, all right, okay, I'd be cool.
And that
I will
belongs
say
in
the
a museum.
thing was like when people went up to him to talk to him, he's sitting there in the suit and he had the mask like off, and he'd be like, "Hey, can you do this?" Or
was it was like a furry mask? Like, it was a full.
was a suit.
It was like
It was a suit.
it was like a
Like
It wasn't like you just had a fake nose, or you have a full blown.
No, it was
like,
a full head.
head.
Like Chuck E. Cheese. It was a mask. It was like a
Full head.
mascot, right? So he's sitting there. But it gets even better though, Jack. He's sitting there and you have it off, and
What's the problem?
believe it or not, I didn't go up to him. I went,
Barbara's
"All
in
right."
the chat. She's like, Fox was OP.
So
Love you,
go up
Barbara.
and you say, "Well, it wasn't her wedding."
No,
So,
he was there.
He'd be like, "All right, cool. Put it on," and then he would type.
Yeah.
He could only type with the head on.
That's awesome.
You'd also go,
That's so awesome.
okay, cool. And then you put it on. I guess I'm sure. But it's funny at the wedding. I know Barbara's family. Like I got know the whole extended family and everything. But I've got a new girlfriend now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So I got to know Barbara's Bubby, which is her grandmother.
Bubble.
Bubba.
Yeah.
Sure. To a
making
deeper
shit up,
to a deeper level.
Assume.
And I was just making small chat before like the ceremony was kicking off, before we all sat down and stuff. And she's like, and I think we were talking about school, like somebody in her family was talking about what my degree was, and I was talking about Purdue and stuff. And then she kind of takes my arm and she kind of walks me outside slowly and she goes, "Let me scare you a little bit." It's almost Zoidberg.
That's awesome.
It is a little Dracula. It's very like stereotypical like older Jewish woman sound. She goes, "I want to scare you a little bit. My late husband, he graduated in 1952," and she had this delivery that was like, it was like,
Was she Dracula? Or
and she was like pulling on my arm.
Ah.
I know Barbara was talking about this on the
What?
podcast, but like there was so many things where she would just like I saw a photo. They had like the Stephen and Julia had their parents and then their grandparents like wedding photos set out on like a little area next to the wedding cake because like, oh, this is our family. These are the photos at their wedding. And I was commenting on Bubby's photo because it almost looked like one of those shots that you'd see from an old talk show, like the golden era of film, where like you have the curtains down in the background and the lighting and like coloring of the photo looked just like an old timey like cinematic photo or whatever. Anyway, so I was like, you guys look like movie stars there, and she like turns away and she goes, "A horror movie."
So she's like,
Awesome.
I was like, no.
so she's like part Dracula, part John Mulaney, basically.
She like kept putting herself down, but she was very dry and
smart.
sarcastic.
I
I'm like,
love
no, Bubby, stop it.
That's
I'm like,
awesome.
I want to
But then-
be that when I get older.
yeah. So that's
Yes.
how like I was getting warming her up, right? Flirting a little bit.
Warmer.
Yeah.
She was freezing.
Yeah,
Very cool.
she was literally ice.
Very small. And then when the dance floor finally opened, I was like, Barbara and I were dancing. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go see if Bubby wants to dance. She's like, oh, Bubby's not gonna want to dance. And Bubby was just sat at one of the high tables. They had a bunch of like height tables. And
Oh,
she's
not
just
like the council.
sitting there,
the
and she
high
was like,
table.
well, we don't know her other life. I have
She's a
this theory.
watcher.
I have this theory. She's like a mob boss. She's like the godmother or something. She's like, you come to me on the day of Stephen Dunkelman's wedding. What can I do for you? So like she's eating her cake or whatever, and I say, Bubby, would you like to dance? And she jumped up like spry, just like right at it, just like jumps up, and we go to the dance floor,
awesome.
and we start dancing and just having a good time, like just normal dancing or whatever. And Barbara comes in and we're all dancing.
Gave her like a look.
And she
Yeah.
and
Back
she
off.
She went.
and she kind of like leans away from Barbara, but like pulls me in. She's like, "I'm gonna put you in my will." And then we go back to dancing.
Damn, dude.
She was killing me.
We
awesome.
laugh, but then her will's gonna show up, and it's like everything goes.
People are gonna be
Just
mad at
send it
Trevor.
all to my boyfriend.
Trevor Collins.
Send it all to Trevor.
Yeah.
Because we
He
saw
was
her.
the sweetest boy.
awesome.
She told me before we left, she was like, "I don't want to see you looking at other women. Remember, you're my boyfriend
Yes.
now." I was
Yes.
like, "Sorry, Barbara.
Hey,
Game over."
Now
don't cross her.
this could be
Be written out of the will. I mean, it's you know.
This could be a charming moment or the beginning of a really scary psychological thriller
Yeah.
where Bubby just follows you everywhere.
Dude, probably.
We talked about this. You're my boyfriend
And
now.
we can
You're my
call the
boyfriend.
we can call the movie
think I was
"Sorry to
joking?
Burst Your Bubba." That's
Stop.
it.
Quiet.
Different
what you're talking
iterations
about.
of Bubby.
This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Felix Gray. You may not realize it, but the average American blasts their eyes with bright screens for 11 hours every day. When you consider how much our day revolves around our phones, monitors, tablets, and screens, then it doesn't seem so crazy. The fact is, we can't eliminate extensive screen time from our lives. I certainly can't. But you can protect your eyes from it with a pair of Felix Gray blue light filtering glasses available in both prescription and non-prescription. The majority of Americans live with tired or dry eyes, blurry vision, or headaches caused by screens. If this sounds familiar, Felix Gray glasses are for you. I've got the Faraday edition here, pair. Very comfortable, stylish, look good, on or off, no prescription lenses here. That's up to you. Helps my eyes at home when I'm gaming at night, get a little dry throughout the day, pop them on. Everything's good. Felix Gray glasses filter out 90% of high-energy blue light and eliminate 99% glare coming from your daily barrage of screens. Unlike other blue light filtering glasses, Felix Gray uses proprietary blue light technology embedded into the lenses as opposed to a cheap coating that can easily chip or scratch over time. Don't go another day looking at screens without the help of some Felix Grays. Go to felixgrayglasses.com/offtopic for free shipping and 30 days of risk-free returns or exchanges. That's Felix Gray, Gray, glasses.com/offtopic, felixgrayglasses.com/offtopic. That probably, so there was a lot of, like toasts.
Yeah.
When everybody was like sat down for dinner, but like, and they were all very good. But Julia's father had the best singer of the night when he's talking about his daughters, Julia and her sister. And he's talking about like family and her growing up and everything. And he's like, the greatest moment of my life, two of the most memorable, easily the most memorable moments of my life when my daughters were born. I remember it, I remember it like yesterday. It's clear as day. Everyone's like, oh, and he's like, but I don't let those things bother me. It's like, damn. And
Yes.
she was like blown away. He's like, doesn't bother me. I just move past it.
Nice.
Incredible.
Damn, dude.
And I love stories like that from weddings, like little snippets that you hear throughout the party that you don't witness firsthand. You're like, oh, that's cool. While we were over here, you're doing this. I don't have like any really memorable, like super awesome moments at wedding parties. Therefore, at some point in the future, especially if there were no repercussions, I want to be, okay, you know in Princess Bride when Buttercup has the dream that she's getting married and that woman stands up and goes, boo!
Yeah.
I want to be that woman at
Nice.
one wedding.
I just like how she says like, I can't.
I can't get in trouble for it though.
No,
Agreed.
that goes hand in hand with that.
They usually, I don't.
Boo! You can't be mad at me.
Yeah, they don't typically do that anymore. They don't,
don't.
like if anyone.
Yeah,
Because they
speak now
learned.
forever hold
Because
your
they
peace.
learned their lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, well,
They
first
realized,
one's
why are we
gonna be
asking these people?
They got one of them like, kill
some
that.
heckler
Like,
here.
they're this far, might as well push them over.
I assume you guys have never actually seen someone object to a wedding.
No,
Okay.
I was.
I mean, I've seen it a lot, just not at the wedding.
It's usually an early 2000s rom-com.
Yeah.
Somebody
Yeah.
busts in the doors at the last second. Stop this wedding!
If you're in
Dustin
chat and you've
Hoffman.
seen that, tell us your
Well,
stories.
that's even
please.
like someone. That's dramatic. Like someone busts in, like it should be me.
Yeah.
I like, which I haven't seen, but someone just being like, I object, and they're like, why? And it's like, I don't like him.
Yeah, he's very nice.
Who is that? That's my second cousin. Why? What? And it's like, oh, she didn't give me a ride.
Now, kind of along with that, there was a news story a few years ago. Michael was showing me is in Australia. This woman I guess someone told her before the wedding, like night before, yo, your husband's cheating on you. Like, he's a piece of shit. Fuck him. Are you gonna marry him?
watch your
And
mouth.
she went, okay, I won't call off the wedding. I'm gonna go through with it. So then when they got up to there to say their vows to each other, she listed off and read out loud all the text messages that he had sent to his like lover, and then had the reception. She turned it into a party that celebrated faithfulness and honesty. And I was
That's
like, get
awesome.
it, girl, that's amazing.
Cold-blooded.
Yes.
I was at my cousin's wedding a few years ago now. There was a fight, which was pretty exciting. My uncle punched somebody.
Oh, fuck.
He punched like the groom's like his uncle or something like that.
Is this
So-
Uncle Patillo? Or?
No, it's my mom's side of the family. Mom's side of the family was a little bit nutty. My dad's side of the family was a little bit more straight-laced. So.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it was a guy was getting he had a little bit too much to drink, was getting real goofy, and my uncle punched him in the face.
Damn, dude.
And I missed the whole thing. I was talking to my grandmother, which actually worked out nice because I was talking to my
bubby.
grandmother.
Your bubby.
And and then I looked up and they were literally dragging this guy out. I'm like, what the fuck did I just miss? And like, so she didn't see it either. So she thought everything went great, which is okay. I'm happy that she thought everything was okay. But yeah, so that's the most excitement I've ever had at a wedding. Other than that, weddings are miserable.
The most time I ever had was we're at a hotel one time, and it was like a bunch of us were like was with Tim and everything like that. I think we were there for some other type of convention thing, and I like saw it. There was like a wedding happening, and so there was a bunch of groomspeople, and the person was throwing like the garter. So I ran in there. I was young and stupid. I ran in there.
This is like
and
2
then I
years
was
ago.
I was like, Jordan! And I snatched it out of the air.
Wow.
Jordan.
And then I like ran out the door.
Wow.
But then I like came back and threw it in and just
You
bolted.
just toss it on
That's
the ground.
awesome.
Someone in the chat said they were at their brother's wedding. It just went past. But point being, his ex-girlfriend showed up to the wedding uninvited and watched the wedding go down. Like, that's
That's
fucked
weird.
up.
That's creepy.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
She
How'd they
needs-
not see that? Big wedding?
No thanks.
Like,
I
huge wedding, you
assume they
can't
saw
see,
it and
like-
went like, "The fuck are you gonna do about it?" Like, have fun
I would
watching.
be like,
I'd be like,
Roll
get
your
out.
ass out.
I'd be like,
Yeah. I'm like, who
Like
am
if
I-
someone's not
Yeah.
supposed to be there, I'd be like, you please don't
Yeah.
be
Well,
here.
it
On
sounds
you go.
Yeah.
crazy, I guess, but for us, like, one, just in case of like crazy familial connections, and in case someone happens to stumble upon it, we had security at our wedding. We're like, nah, if you're not welcome here, then get the fuck out.
You know,
Leave.
We hired security that I was like, they're not gonna do shit.
No.
I'll be honest. There was two.
They were good
there
old
was-
Texas
There was
boys.
two like like real Texans because we got married south of Austin and they were clearly like from the area, which was like closer to like
Jeans
country.
and boots and kind of
Yeah, and they're like, well, what's going on here?
Want to hit up the Whataburger? after the
Clearly, they
wedding?
were like, these people are losers. They don't need security. And we didn't, but I was like, listen, I don't want people wandering here because it was also like, it was like a huge. Like grounds, you know, where it'd be like very easy if you just like walked in. There'd be no like, can you leave? And then if someone was like, no, I'd be like, well,
just
that's it. I'm
All
done
right.
now, you know. So it's like it's not something where there's like a lot of security or like gates or anything to get in and out of. So it's like it was like they're $100 for the day. Just fucking hire. So again, you talk about a wedding. I'm like, just hire them. They just stood around all day doing nothing, just
Yeah.
like talking outside. I mean, they were ready to tell people to leave, but I was like, I felt like such an asshole.
They
Yeah.
stop
Just
like your grandmother.
It's just like I imagine. I
How you
imagine they
Nani's
probably
like, "Is
work
there a
like. They're probably used to like it's just like off-duty cops basically,
Yeah.
like security, and it's probably like. They're like, who the fuck? What do they fucking do? Like, well, I'm on YouTube. I
Yeah,
play
yeah.
video games. And they're like, okay,
person.
yeah,
shit.
someone's coming.
Yeah.
Sure.
You
Yeah,
better not be
don't
lying.
worry.
Person in chat who said the wedding I watched my cousin tip a chocolate fondue fountain onto the bride.
Ooh, that sounds awesome.
Can't wear that dress again.
That's
Dang it.
exciting.
Dang.
Were you worried about like not to air family drama or anything, but when you were creating your guest list, were you worried about people who wouldn't get along or like there might be an issue with someone here?
Oh,
Did you put
for
them all
mine?
together?
Yeah,
No,
at your
the,
reception.
the best part, or not the best part, but the thing about I got married to Katie, obviously, her family's all in Australia. So literally it was just everyone I knew. I mean,
Fair enough.
she's obviously friends with everyone too, but it's like, yeah, there wasn't like any weird mixing or anything. And so it was funny though, because so Gus actually married us. Like Gus was our I don't know what you call him, but he
Officiant?
officiant. And so my uncle or my aunt, she's actually pretty religious. So at this reception we had, she goes, "Oh, do you want to have Gus do the prayer before the meal?" And I was like, Nope, nope, I'm
Yeah.
good. I think
Lock it
he
in.
probably won't. And she's like, okay, I'll take care of it. And I was like,
Yeah.
okay,
We had-
sure.
we had that
don't-
discussion.
That's not me at all, but whatever.
Yeah, they're like, "Do you want to get married in a church?" We're like, "Nah." Like, just
Dude,
for your sake,
I
we'll
was
throw in
like-
a little prayer. But that's
Yeah.
it's like
I
a
was so
sprinkle.
happy. We had our wedding, and we were both like short, like ceremony. Like it's short.
Yeah.
Drag this out. I've been to a bunch of weddings as a kid, like in a church that went on for 1,000 years.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, "Ugh." I'm like, nobody wants that. And ours was, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes.
If that, yeah.
And I remember thinking like, dude, we nailed it. That was so short. And then like, of all the weddings we went to this year, some of them were like 5 minutes. I'm like, well, they blew us out of the water. They're getting faster, man.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, what's up? We doing this? Yes. You? I'm into it. Cool. Let's go eat some food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ring, kiss, done.
Yeah.
My friend
it's
had,
like, I'm
like-
all about
Right
that,
up,
man.
yeah.
My friend had it down, man. Like it was back in Indianapolis, like maybe 2 years ago or something. And there's just a place downtown that has a really nice, like awesomely big ballroom. There's a stage in there, and so like basically all the tables were set up to watch the ceremony happen. You sit down where you're gonna eat. They come in all together. They do the thing. 5 minutes later, they're like da 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 yes, da 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 yes. They come back off, do photos right there. 5 minutes later, they do their first dance right in front of the stage. There's a dance floor, and they're like, "All right, buffet." It was super efficient because
That's awesome.
at the end of the day, like no one really likes to sit through all the hubbub,
Yeah.
right? Except for maybe the two people that are like it's all about them and maybe their family. So it's like it's definitely all coming around because people talk like, "Oh my God, this is going forever," right?
Yeah.
And so then when they get married, they're like, "Oh, I remember this," and then it all tightens up. But
Yeah, I've been in a wedding where it's
Soon
like
as there's gonna be a nod, like
it's just like,
they're
yup.
done.
Or
it'll just be a
text
fist bump and the
message.
rings
Yeah.
just appear.
That's the way to do it. I went to a wedding once where it was just like, meet at this location. Then we will all take a vehicle from this place to the church. And then it's like an hour ceremony. And then we'll all take a car from there to the other location.
Amazing Race.
And then they blindfold you,
Yeah.
spin you around
I
three
was like,
times.
Who did I marry?
whole thing. I was like, damn,
Find
it's like
your
a
wife.
day-long commitment.
Now, religious ceremonies or wedding ceremonies of other cultures. Have you guys been to a Catholic wedding? Because it's long as shit.
Fucking mass. You gotta do
Even-
mass too.
Even longer. I've been to an Indian wedding. Holy fucking
Native
shit.
American or Indian?
Yeah, no, Indian, straight up, not Native American.
Gotcha.
But yeah, that's like, I mean, the whole, if you do a traditional Indian wedding, from what I was told, that's like a multi-week event.
Really?
I did.
That's extreme. No,
I
don't
did
think you're
things
correct.
with this wedding party for 4 days straight.
Jesus.
like-
That's
never
less
been-
than a multi-week, just so you know.
Yeah, I know. It was this
But it
for an
felt
American
like-
felt like a
version,
multi-
yeah.
Felt
Yeah,
like
4
it.
days.
You're also not allowed to sleep.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Kind of loop.
They
you out of it.
eject you.
you fall asleep,
Rest for a
wheel them
second.
out, take Gigi out of here.
GG.
Is that what you said? Like,
Yeah.
you call it.
That's what
Everybody's
mine-
got different. I
That's
just
what
say
mine was.
grandma, grandpa. You know.
I had a
some
nanny.
Harold.
I had grandma, grandpa, Nan, and Papa. And So
Gotcha.
and Nan's still kicking. She's 99 right now.
Papa and Peepaw is
good
very
genes.
like Southern grandparents, right? I think
Guess so. Yeah.
we had Peepaws, yeah.
Peepaw.
got-
Meemaws.
Meemaws.
I
Yeah.
got Lola.
Lola.
Yeah, it's
That's
grandmother in Tagalog.
Nice.
I want to be
I
G-Dog.
call her G-Ma.
Yeah.
See? Yeah, I want to be G-Dog.
Say, do we need another
G-Ma?
Gma? Yeah, we need another
G-Ma.
Gma.
But do we need the Gma?
Running light on Gma right now.
This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Omen. Been working with Omen for quite a while.
Yeah, we're quite familiar with
quite
Omen.
familiar. Right now, we're working with Omen by HP and doing live streams every Friday, focusing on the future of the Omen Command Center. Check out our next
sir.
live stream this Friday, 12 p.m. It's tomorrow if you're watching this live.
Tomorrow's stream is going to be PUBG.
PUBG.
We're going to open up a custom server, stuff Achievement Hunter in it, fill it full of zombies from our community, and have them hunt us down.
No, they're gonna help us out, right?
They won't.
Oh,
They definitely won't.
okay.
And then at the end of the stream, if you
After they're done helping us.
after they're done slaughtering us,
Okay.
what they'll do is, if you want to, you can jump back into PUBG, land some headshots, earn yourself a gift card to the RT store.
Prizes.
Yeah.
It's a prize challenge.
Woo.
That's good.
Gotta get the headshot first.
It's, well, you know, not on us though. And there is a limited quantity, so get in fast. They got a ton of other challenges, like jumping in and playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey for 30 minutes, or just using the Omen Command Center once a day for 7 days. They got rewards like winning an Omen Sequencer gaming keyboard or a gift card to Domino's Pizza. Redemption process is super easy, and we're also giving away prizes for downloading the Command Center. Check out our social channels on how to win signed prize packs for every live stream, and look out for an Omen PC giveaway for the final stream.
Ooh.
That's a big boy, big
You get a
package.
prize signed by Achievement Hunter. You get some sunglasses, decal.
Yeah.
And then possibly a
Backpack.
PC.
Yeah, a whole bunch of Achievement Hunter signed merch. Could win a PC for yourself.
Hey.
It's not a bad deal.
Easy. And on top of that, if anything, you game, you get some coupons, you get to eat.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's good. Omen Command Center gives you quick status view so you can stay up to date with your progress and never miss an update. Simple navigation so you can pick your favorite challenges based on prizing, areas of interest, time left, and more. Other Omen Command Center capabilities include a launcher that lets you launch games from multiple gaming platforms, awareness of your gameplay time and consumption, and game coaching to improve your performance. You get like a digital Alfredo. You'd be like, you gotta
Just go
lean, you know.
Watch those call-outs. Situational
It might
awareness.
help more than our Alfredo did for like our coaching.
Just don't train more than one team because they might face off against each
Well,
other.
that's true. So download the Omen Command Center at www.omen.com/OCC. Omen Command Center. That's what the OCC stands for. Download, get gaming, get to winning prizes. Don't slaughter us in PUBG. You help us out, you win prizes later.
Dude, like Jackie's been playing Death Stranding, and the story is actually really interesting.
I'm
The
not
gameplay's not
surprised.
for everybody,
Yeah.
but it's very interesting. Like apparently, the Death Stranding came one day and kind of like split up and tore up made this post-apocalyptic kind of like
Is the Death Stranding, at risk of spoiling it for people, I haven't even played it, so like
Yeah.
if you're, skip a couple seconds, but is the Death Stranding like that black ooze material that I've
Yes,
seen?
and this is like very early in the beginning of the game. In the beginning of the game, they're like, "Hey, Norman Reedus," because you have runners, because all the terrain is like rocks and everything, so you can't really drive around. So you have the runners, right? You see people, Norman Reedus running around, all this stuff. He's delivering stuff. But at the very beginning of the game, they're like, "Hey, you got to deliver this body." And they set it up so it's very much as like, if you don't deliver this body, it's already starting to decay. The bodies explode and create a huge crater, and then another Death Stranding, like another like.
Oh, so
it's like so they have to go deliver to like the incinerator. And
So
stuff.
it's
I'm
not
just
like a zombie outbreak, but it's
interesting.
like a kind of like some sort of outbreak, a new take on the kind of viral outbreak idea.
And
that's
this,
interesting.
This is still like within like the first 5 hours of the game, and I thought this to be very interesting. So probably just cover your ears for like the next minute. But the babies, they're called BBs.
Hey,
right?
BB.
Right?
That's
It's like
there was a thread about that.
Oh, really?
They were going,
Yeah.
Eric ruined it for me because whenever I saw BB, I go, baby.
I go like,
Yep, exactly.
I think Butterfinger BBs.
But you see those babies in like the
canisters.
carrying
Right,
canisters and stuff
right.
like that. They're actually babies whose mothers have passed away,
Oh.
and they still keep the mothers kind of like hooked up, because then what happens is the babies are able to spot if there's Death Stranding anywhere, and the way they do that is through their connection
Fresh
with
eyes.
their dead mother.
That's fucked up.
So it's just like I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh shit, like this is like I want to know more about this story.
Yeah, that's some interesting lore.
And
Crack that baby open?
Yeah,
That
oh,
baby like
so-
glass.
So the thing is, like, like when we first got our BB, he started crying, and so it gave the button command prompts to be like, okay, like this is what you do, and then you can use the PlayStation controller to start rocking it. And Jackie couldn't get
Shaking
the
it?
prompt controller,
Oh, no.
so I took it and I went, and then. And then he was like, and the water turned red. He started crying.
Oh,
I was just
God.
like, that's a mechanic in the game.
The baby started bleeding?
No, the water. He didn't
said
start
crying.
bleeding. He started crying, and the water
You
inside went from
bleeding.
Well, if it went red, all I'm
Red.
saying is
red
that's
as in,
all
like
I know.
it's pissed off.
Interesting.
Babies are durable. They can take a lot of hits before they start
Listen,
bleeding.
don't
That's what
advocate for
they-
baby
Yeah, no.
like
No,
shaking,
the
please.
thing is, they're durable, but like their brain
Quiets them down
bounces
really
around.
quickly.
It's true. Like before their head, like they're like soft proof, right? Like you could squish a baby's head.
Yeah,
and it's like,
sure.
Well, it's head soft so that a woman's vagina doesn't crush it upon
right,
birthing
but it stays squishy. So
Yeah.
you could like squish a baby's head a little bit, and they'd be like, "What?"
You
But
shape it.
You can't.
Yeah.
You keep. No, the brain's fine. It's the brain bouncing around the skull that's no goo. You don't want that.
Yeah, that's the bit and
becomes
pieces
goo.
that I've seen her
Yeah.
play, and so
Then
I
they
I said
solidify.
spoilers, and now I'm done.
They solidified. The point is, the
back
spoilers
in.
are over, and then once your baby's like a little bit older, they become tanks. Because all they do is smash their fucking head
Yeah.
into everything.
True.
Yeah, once they get hardened up, they're like, game on.
Yeah, it's like a hard hat, but always. It's like, It's like, you know how as an
But
adult,
always.
usually, like you test with hands.
Yeah.
That's what you think of,
And
like, what am I
mouths.
getting into? Yeah.
I go, what am I
You
getting
go,
into?
That floor doesn't taste good, I'll
No,
tell you
I
that.
can imagine.
No.
Very,
this floor used to be so
here's
nice
the thing,
for a
too.
week.
Very sandy.
Yeah, we
very
fucked this
sandy
floor up quickly. Was this from Extra Life? How fuck it
I'm
is?
assuming, yeah,
I
Extra,
mean,
Extra Life got a hold
it
of
was
it.
fucked up before
But they
that, too,
freshly
though. It didn't
painted it.
last.
So many marks.
But like, babies are like, what's that? And they, just, they go head first.
Dive
They're like,
in,
let me
mouth
fucking.
on
Oh
that.
shit, is that like a stair? Let me check that out. And then they just like dolphin dive, head first, arms behind their back. It's wild, man.
that
I don't know.
picture of Gavin
You
where
gotta
he's
get
like-
that DNA out of there.
Well,
There's
then-
some DNA strand in a baby where it's like, I'll fucking chuck myself head first.
It's called lack
Feel my
of
head.
life lessons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fearless.
but like animals don't have that shit, right? They just know.
Right,
It's
because
like
they're
you fuck
born
up,
walking.
you're dead.
They're born like
Babies are like
little adults.
Babies are born. They're like, somebody's got me. Woo! And that's your job to be like, oh shit.
we
Post baby mode too. Like there's a mode I would say probably 1-year-old in going into 2 where it's not them testing something, but they're pissed off, so they just like throw their head into shit. Like
Yeah,
I'm
Iris did
mad.
that for a
like,
while.
dang it.
Yeah,
We have
pretty
like
much.
hard tile floor, but she'll just like go backwards, and you gotta like slide like a fucking baseball player
Right.
to like catch
Well,
her head from hitting the floor.
Because all I think of is that video of the NBA player. I guess it wasn't an NBA, but the guy who slammed his head onto the basketball net because he was upset and he ended up being
the pole,
paralyzed.
the pole.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
He
the
was
back-
like he's like
Well, he headbutted it.
and then
Yeah.
like it broke his neck.
I even seen
That's literally what the kids are doing.
that extreme. Well, they usually it's the backwards arch. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's just like I'm fucking pissed, so like chest out, neck back,
Well,
and they'll just fall.
It's
Bernie
a full
said-
body free.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like stop doing that.
Bernie said one of his kids would do that in retaliation to being like scolded, like, "Oh, you're mad at me? Now I'm gonna slam my head into the wall." I'm like,
we didn't
"Fuck
get
you."
that.
Do that.
We didn't get that.
Kids are fucking weird.
They're wild,
You
dude.
stop that, little man.
But then, like, again, but Iris, time for bed, the boo-boos come out.
Oh yeah, she has a lot of boo boos.
It's like, you gotta go to bed, and she'll just sit there and go, boo-boo. I'm like, okay, I'll kiss you. Where's your boo-boo? It's like boo-boo on the knee, boo-boo on the foot, boo-boo on the arm, boo-boo on the head. I'm like, wow, I'll just go, you're covered in boo-boos. And she'll go, boo-boo, dada, boo-boo. I'm like, that's wild. When
Yeah.
before bed 2 minutes ago, you had no boo-boo.
It's cute now, but
Now
when
you're-
she's like 16, it's gonna be
You're
really
like,
fucking
no,
awkward.
yeah.
It's like, all right, no, go to fucking sleep.
Like, here's some
Goodness.
Band-Aids.
Yeah.
We've talked about it before, but I don't know if you were here for it. Even weirder is recently, like, she started watching TV shows where animals were there and they had tails, and she got sad that she didn't have a tail.
Yeah,
Oh,
she wrote that
So-
trade for
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So she'll come up to you and go, tail. And we're like, no, you don't have a tail.
That's
I'm
why
sorry.
we got her Peppa Pig with a tail for Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
She had her own tail.
Does she
very
do
happy.
the,
Like pointing
Yeah.
at it.
does she do the pig noise?
She'll do it. Yeah, she'll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'll do that.
Kids are too adorable.
Yeah, dude. She got a little. She got a little. She got a little Peppa.
Just
She got a little
devour
Peppa
them.
set. Actually,
Just
we just
swallow.
watched
Don't
the
shake them. Get back.
we just watched the that Pigeon video today. Pigeon Studios.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
with
yeah, the
Pete and
grapes.
Jen that made the grapes video. They gave us we saw them at MCM. And they give us the Peppa
Yeah.
thing.
They gave us Peppa,
They gave
George,
her
and
Peppa, like a little stuffed Peppa Pig, her brother George, and a Teddy because it's Peppa's Teddy. She fucking loves that. She'll be like Peppa, Peppa.
I thought you were going to
Just run
segue
around.
into us watching new kid shows with her, which we started watching Green Eggs and Ham on Netflix.
Oh, that's good.
It's really good,
It looks
but it made
awesome,
me
too.
cry. Like
It
was
goes hard, dude.
really hard.
It's also a whole season. It's like 10 episodes. I watched episode 1. I'm like, so this isn't in the book, right? That 20-page book. And she's like, no,
Yeah.
none of this is in
It's
there.
the extended universe of
It's
Green Eggs and Ham.
it's
Michael
Adam Devine
Douglas,
and Michael
yeah.
Douglas.
Oh, that's
and they're
cool.
Yeah.
good, dude. I mean, it's like, and then Keegan Michael Key like narrates it. Like,
Wow.
it's good.
Diane Keaton is one of the mothers in it.
think
The
so,
daughter
yeah.
is the actress from Broad City who has the curlier hair. I can't remember
Oh,
her
yeah.
name. But
It's
yeah.
a pretty damn good cast, but
That's cool.
it's a good show.
Yeah, but I cried.
And then
I
there's
cried
shows-
everything, but I cried.
And then there's shows where like, because Iris isn't now like just like point like what do I want, you know? And Netflix is like Netflix or Hulu or whatever. You just like cycle, and I'll go, you want to watch this? And she'll go, no, and then she'll just see a picture or something like I want to watch that, and you know, never really watching like the kids section on Netflix. There's shows that should not be on there that are just like.
In the kids section?
Just
It's like Babar, Peppa Pig, Boogie Nights.
No, not that. No, I'd be fine if she watched that. Like shit that is like, this is a fucking shitty YouTube video.
Oh.
This is like
Like
awful,
some kid's
like
college
demonic
presentation.
animation, and it's like the voice is literally just like fucking Microsoft, like
Microsoft Mike.
hello, what? No.
What does
like,
the child want to
like,
watch today?
no, Johnny. It's like, no, Johnny. Are you telling lies? And he's like, no, Papa. And it's like, eating sugar? No, Papa. And I'm like, we're not watching this
There was a
anymore.
road
This
that-
is fucking
there was
wild.
a road that
melting
was
your
like
brain.
I hate this.
There was like Elsa videos, right? It was like something like that. It was like
Pregnant
like,
Elsa plays with
No,
spiders.
no, it was like
Christ.
AI was making videos and it's like creating videos and it's weird fucking shit. And I think they killed a lot of it. But I remember
This
that being a
isn't-
thing
They
for some time.
same thing with
This-
SpongeBob. There's a big series on YouTube of SpongeBob
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, just automation with animation.
that's
This isn't like weird as in like creepy. It's weird as in like this is
Bad.
awful. This looks
Yeah.
like a student project for like DeVry. And why is this in the kids section of Netflix?
How does it
Because
get
like
on Netflix?
I don't know because it's like there's shows like whatever you could be like I can stand Peppa Pig or like
PJ
I
Masks?
fucking
Not bad.
hate Paw Patrol. I just think
Yo,
it's like
fuck
dribble.
Paw Patrol.
But it's a real show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like it's a real
said it.
kids
A
show.
lot of hate for Paw Patrol.
Then there's some
right
Doesn't
shit where
teach
it's just
anyone
like
anything.
it's just, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, like it's creepy because I'm an adult, not because it's creepy. It just looks off, and they're like not human looking.
Yeah.
And like, what kills me for this one show, I don't even know what it's called. The thumbnail is a bunch of eggs, and she'll just be like, egg, and it's the only show so far. I would go, no, we're not watching that.
I don't
I'm
want Netflix to fall victim to the YouTube
Nah,
shit.
I'm
where
not
it's just
watching the egg show.
a bunch of clickbaity,
Yeah.
like false
There's a
thumbnails.
there's a bunch of
It's
shows like
it's
that.
attractive, and so it has a huge click-through
There's a
rate.
bunch of shows
and
like
the
that.
substance is just dribble.
It's
just-
and
it's
so
under
they're like,
kids.
look at all the views and the watch time. Like, yeah, because it has like bright colors on the thumbnail, just eggs,
Yeah.
but then it's just
Perfect
trash.
example, there's this show called Dino and Dinah that she loves now. But the only reason we clicked on it is because there
I
were
think it's
dinosaurs.
called Dino the Dinosaur is the name of the
Well,
show.
he's a friend named Dinah. But
It's-
still,
they're the
yeah.
two main characters.
Yes, I
Okay.
apologize. Regardless, we saw dinosaurs. She loves dinosaurs right now. We went, okay, we'll click this. It's horrible.
Jeremy saw this too. He was over at a house when my mother was in town. She made dinner and came over and he saw it and he was like, "What is this?" He was like,
And Iris
disgusted and
turns and
by
goes,
it.
it's Dino.
But again,
Yeah.
it's one of those like it's just like the ground is like green and then there's like a house in the background.
Yeah.
And that's it. It's like someone was like, "Boop boop." I made the show.
Like, yeah,
and
give
it's like
me money
It's a
now,
kid
thank you
show.
very
It's a
much.
kid show where like the narrator, similar to a lot of kid shows, where they'll be like, "Which one's the blue one, Dino? Which is the blue balloon?" And they don't even have voices. He'll just go. "Ah!" And they're like, "That's right. That one is blue." And Jeremy's just like, "They don't even talk. What the
God,
hell is
dude.
this?" And like,
Yeah.
the shit makes no sense.
Annoying.
Like there's no
Yes.
physics to it. They'll like touch something and like it'll just like float across the room and just like land.
Put her deep into
It's wild.
into the bowels of Disney Plus, and she'll have
There you go.
she'll have
It's
a
Fine,
wild,
on a
dude.
brighter
It
note,
really makes
Disney
you appreciate
Plus.
real
Disney
shows.
I
Disney
take it
Plus
even
coming in
further.
hard with
I'm
the
like,
nostalgia.
Iris, this is Secession. Let's sit down. We're gonna watch this one.
Oh, fuck off, Greg.
God damn it.
We're just gonna watch the racist parts of Dumbo over and over again.
Right, Jesus. Well, what's interesting is there are a few things that are like international content that have made it over. Like we start watching this show, it's like some kind of something Force X, and it's made in Korea, and it's like Power Rangers.
Mini Force X. That show's weird, but it's a real show.
and it looks good. But it's bizarre.
It's very
because it's supposed to be a kid's show, but again, it's like Power Rangers. They have all these suits and they do morphin time, but when they're not morphin, they're not humans. They're just like little chibi animals.
It's like two shows in one.
yeah.
So when they
literally-
morph, they're like little like raccoon,
like
and they're
a
like,
squirrel.
They don't
and they're like, I'm a human
yeah,
now.
literally like-
pretty much.
They're like
What?
stuffed animals this big. They look like cat kind of things.
They
Just
were
like little,
cursed in their
little
youth.
whatever, and they'll be like, "We got to go fight this alien," and that's like a 6 foot tall humanoid thing, and it'll be like, "Power up," and it's literally Power Rangers where they'll have like some sort of like coin or whatever,
This-
be like, and then all of a sudden it's just like an arm getting covered in armor. I'm like, where
that arm
when did they
come
become
from?
people? And then it's
Someone
like
from in
5,
the
6
background
foot
is
tall
like, "I'll take
people.
it."
It doesn't make any sense. But like the
me.
craziest part is because they're like little,
Sounds like anime.
they're weirdo stuffed animals. They're very much
made in
like
South Korea,
They're
so
very
yeah.
much like, hey, what are we doing? Da-da-da-da-da. Like because they're little animals.
Yeah.
When they transform, same voice. So then it's like Power Rangers, but they're like, okay, you go around the left, and it's like they got the Power Ranger zapper guns and
Yeah.
everything. They got Megazords that combine
Oh,
into a
shit.
giant. It's
Yeah.
literally
Oh, yeah.
Power Rangers combined with like
It's
1 foot tall stuffed animals.
sounds like
it doesn't
Power
make any
Rangers.
sense at all.
Sounds like Power Rangers,
wild.
but if the merchandising effort was put before anything else. They're like, whatever this show does,
It's like-
it needs to sell merch,
sellable.
stuffed toys,
In and
little
out of their,
gadgets.
like, power form.
Well, it's like it's Hello Kitty. What if they're Power Rangers too?
Awesome.
That's what it is.
Cool. Do
It's
it.
weird.
Make me a Choco Cat Megazord.
What's Choco Cat?
Choco Cat is a part of the Hello Kitty
Choke me,
universe.
cat!
He's the black cat. He's great. Yeah.
Wait, isn't there Bandit Smaru too?
Yes.
Smarutu?
And Kuropi.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know what they're
frog.
saying.
Trophy.
I got you. We go to Sanrio
Corrupty?
and talk to us
Yeah,
later.
what's it called?
You are
Sorry,
threatening
I
to
know.
enter the conversation that Jeremy started, where he's like, "What is happening in this show? I'm gonna make my own guys."
That was
Yeah.
good.
Dude,
that
was
was
good.
We pushed him into making his own team, and
Yeah.
then he started writing it down.
Yes.
That stream got away from us.
So, if you're, don't turn away now. But we did a Let's Watch in VR Thief Sim.
Yes,
And in
this
that-
that happened before that.
Oh yeah, well it started before that.
Somehow-
but for your ears and eyes, kind of.
You can follow.
That's
the
where you can start to
conversation.
hear
So
it.
I don't remember how it got onto it. Jeremy
you guys were
had
talking about My Hero.
we were talking about My Hero, we was talking about anime, and Jeremy pulled up some My Hero. It was like a montage. It wasn't an episode. He pulled up
Sure.
My Hero Academia something on YouTube, and he's watching it, and Jeremy doesn't know anything about the show. He doesn't really watch anime, and he's like, what the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that? Because it's a lot of just like freakish looking human beings.
Yeah.
Because in the show My Hero, most of the population has some sort of quirk, which is like a power of some kind, and it ranges from anything that's like super
Semblance.
crazy superpower to like you look like a toad man, you know? And it's like sometimes the power also has nothing to do with your physical attributes. And I was just trying to explain to him, like, sometimes you just get fucked. Like one dude is an orca. He's just
He
like,
is.
and it's like he was a man.
He looked like a street
And
shark.
usually he looked like a street
so
shark.
he became my
And
favorite
it's
because
usually
of
like
it.
around the age of, I don't remember, 5 or so, like these powers start manifesting themselves. So it's like, that was a normal kid until then. It's like, fuck, I'm an orca guy now.
Yeah.
And then there's just like, then animals can get it too. So like the principal of the school is just like a talking, like badger
Yeah.
dog
his
thing. I don't know what
power
the
is
hell
like
he is.
became sentient.
His power is his intelligence.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he's
He's
just
so
like,
smart.
hello, students, and it's just this like 2 foot tall like mouse thing. And
all
Jeremy's
right.
just like, what the fuck is this?
I love it.
So he started.
I love it.
Is his lifespan the same as a normal animal's? And so
Yeah.
like
Who
five
knows?
seasons,
Who's to say?
5 seasons in, they
Who's
have
to
to
say?
put him down.
He could be,
gets really
yeah,
old.
but if he's like a
Starts getting violent.
But if he's like a parrot, he's like,
Biting
I'm gonna
ankles
live
and
200
shit.
years, you know, or some turtle, like I'll be 300.
Yeah.
I'm a tortoise thing.
Crush.
That's what I
I'm a
love
tortoise
showing
man now.
anime
Then,
to
like-
Jeremy for that reason.
Then like they get to there's like these like gloves and Jeremy's like, oh, what are those gloves? What's that power? I'm like, that chick's just invisible, so her life sucks.
Oh yeah, she was just
At
floating
all
hands.
times?
That's it. You're invisible forever.
she's like Kevin Bacon.
You can only be seen if you put clothes on.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's her power. She's not super
I would
strong or
always be
anything.
seen, though,
and
because
she's
that'd be
just like,
cool.
I'm invisible.
I'll put clothes on.
So we were talking about this, and we started just talking about like Jeremy was ranting about making his own superheroes, and then this continued into the Thief Sim VR
Right,
stream.
right.
And
Oh,
we
yeah.
started creating a list, and he was
Oh,
writing
no.
it down on his phone, and we came up with some shit. So there's a character in My Hero that can like create objects from her body, and she like pulls them out of her body, and it's very anime where
Yeah.
like it's like all like side boob, and like her outfit has like her chest
It's
open
just a
because
butt on her chest.
well, it's because
and
she
it
like has
craps
to, she has to
out.
pull stuff out.
well, she
She'd
had the
rip her
surgery to
clothes.
increase the cleavage amount, but not
what
increase her
anime is
size.
this?
Right,
That
right.
was her.
Yeah.
He did that, yeah.
Increase
So, but she can only make like, and Jeremy's like, yo, I want a chick that can pull guns out of her nipples. And I
a
was
fembot.
like, when I go, I'm like, well, no, they just are. They don't come out.
The
okay.
anime
And I
gods
was
go,
like-
we can give this
I said
to
to
you.
Jeremy, I'm like, no, that doesn't like. She
Anime
can
God said there's 3 of those already.
they set the logic of like, no, she can only do like simple stuff, like a sword or
Yeah.
like shit that's not like complicated materials, like with mechanisms and stuff. And he goes, no, I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about my own chick, like the one I'm creating. She just pulls guns out, and I go, her name's Titty Bang Bang, and that started it. Where he's like, I'm gonna write that down, and so like we just
Titty,
kept
titty,
making,
bang,
we just
bang.
kept
Right.
making heroes throughout this whole stream, and then we'd be like,
God.
oh, by the way, Ryan, put that TV. And he's like, yeah, I'm stealing a TV. Like it really got away from us. It was wild, but we wanna. I don't know what that is. I don't know what we're gonna do with it. But he's got like 10 heroes. There was one guy. I don't remember the names, but there's one guy that we decided can unhinge his jaw like a snake, and he can eat anything, and then he can reproduce the volume of what he ate as ketchup but it tastes like that thing.
That's what the fuck he was talking about. He kept
you.
talking about ketchup, like eating something and ketchup coming out. I don't know what the hell he was talking about.
This is
So
what-
now that makes sense.
So he was like Jeremy.
Now that makes sense.
Well, during Extra Life, he was like, yeah, like eat the table and spit out ketchup. Like, what
Yeah,
the fuck
but
are you talking
but
about?
then he'd be like, but it would be table flavored
Yeah,
ketchup.
yeah.
It tastes like the thing that you ate. He kept.
okay,
He talked about a
okay.
guy. He talked
Now I
about a guy
understand.
that could shoot snakes from his fingers. But every time snakes came out, he would lose part of his finger, and the more venomous the snake, the more of his finger would disappear. But they regenerate later, so he could shoot a couple cobras out, but have no fingers.
That was similar to my idea before
It
we
was
started. I was like,
crazy.
you could
It
do
was
finger
so
guns,
weird.
but you shoot your fingertips off. So as you do finger guns, you're
It's
you
very
only
similar. It's very
and then,
similar.
and
to
then you
that.
work
Right.
your
But
way through your
imagine
fingers.
snakes.
Well, that's like Wolverine with his claws, right? It actually
Yeah.
like puts out of his body. He's like, ow, it hurts every time.
What the fuck? And you know, Thief Sim VR.
It was a good. It's gonna be a good show.
My power is anytime I handshake you, you're gonna be covered in splinters.
There you go.
Damn,
It's just a couple of splinters. You can pull them right out. It's really just
Is it
more
like,
like
does it have to be a
nuisance.
handshake or just on your hand?
Oh, God.
So you get,
Splinters.
Ah, okay, okay. So you got hand splinters. So you like slap someone in the face and splinters.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a worse version of what was that Spike guy that shoots spikes out of his body in X-Men?
And X-Men.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was
It's like
shit. I know who you're talking about.
yeah.
I know exactly what
Is
you're
it something
talking about.
similar to like a porcupine?
It
or
was.
is
It was like a
quill
porcupine,
or,
but it
you
was
know?
like wooden spikes.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
That's a dude
Yeah,
from
it
like the
was.
later seasons of
I know.
Lost.
I know who you're
His
talking
name's
about. He was in
Quilver.
X-Men Evolution.
Wilbert. But they're much smaller. They're just normal splinters, and it's just a
See,
nuisance.
I do need help coming up with like a superhero name for this, but I've always wanted to be able to control people's bowel movements. Like if you make me mad, you just shut yourself.
You just called the brown note.
There you
Yeah.
go. That's it.
We did a Ready Set Show with Dorian when he was in town, and this was basically the whole premise. I mean, it wasn't anime, so it wasn't like the anime style of ridiculous. But Dorian did the same thing that Gavin did, which is he came up with like 3 items at a time, and one of them was real, 2 of them were fake, and they were superheroes. And so he would dig deep into like the obscure superhero lore that exists out there, and he'd put down like 3D Man, which is
Kite
real.
Man.
Yeah,
Kite
so-
Man. And then like there was like regular man, like Jeremy and I were riffing on different. Yeah,
Spike
that
was the-
Spike.
That's the dude from Buffy. All right.
No.
But that was a fun episode just because it's always fun to like make up nigh worthless superheroes. Like their powers are so like
He threw down a
they're
nigh.
special, but they're basically worthless. Like, what's the point? Like shooting, your fingertips out as snakes.
Well, that's like.
It's good, but then you just got nubs.
That's
But
like
they'll come back. You just gotta wait.
Yeah, he's gotta wait for
Well, it's
it to
like
go
the-
back.
Hey guys, I'm just sitting out this battle. Like,
Yeah,
my
dude.
fingertips are growing back.
I mean, boxers get tired, Trevor. It's the same thing. They can't fight forever.
You shoot out like
You just
10
gotta.
snakes.
My fingers. My
Oh, they're not
fingers are gone.
superheroes
You
though.
shoot out
Yeah,
10
I'm just
snakes,
saying,
the other
dude.
guy just obliterates him with a fireball, and you go, all right, well, I'll see you guys in the next fight.
That was
Yeah,
me.
dude, you gotta match
Five-
types. Like
five-
Then he's
Pick a
like,
5.
that's it. And he takes his nubs and he cracks his finger
Yeah.
nubs.
God, that was
No, he takes his
that
nubs.
was one of the starting guys. Is because in Thief Sim, I think this is what brought it to Thief Sim. Is Ryan's doing the VR, and
Oh, yeah.
when he moved his fingers. The finger knuckle was like
Well, I was-
so extreme.
I was
like if
freaking
Ryan
out
went like this
about
with
that.
his finger, the VR version would be like his knuckle would
It would
like
be further
touch
down.
his hand.
Yeah.
It was just very
all the way down.
and we brought back to the superhero conversation. And I don't remember what the hell we named that
I said
guy.
something like knuckle bendy or something
Knuckle
like that.
bendium
Like,
is what we called the
his
guy.
knuckles were
and his
too
ability,
low.
His ability was
from Avatar 2,
He would
actually,
bend
that's
his
what- Yeah, there you
knuckles.
go.
That's
There you
that's where I got it from. Unobtainium. I was like knuckle bendium, like the man who can bend his knuckles more than usual.
So like
Sometimes you just get
imagine- what are
shitty
the-
powers.
Imagine like an end game battle scene, and there's a guy back there going, and other villains are going like, oh,
Yeah.
like because
Goodness,
the,
right.
just the
Oh, bro,
bending.
stop.
Meanwhile, like Snake Hands is like, hold on, I gotta, you know what? I'm gonna go with my superpower now, and then he like launches his arms out as anacondas,
Anacondas,
and then they slither off. They just go into the wild, and he's like, great.
Is that not basically what Mystery Men was, though, too?
Kinda.
Right,
Pretty
like-
much.
The shoveler.
Like the one.
I shovel well.
Yeah.
There's a
The
gal that had her
waffler.
father's like
The bowling ball.
skull in the
Yeah.
bowling
Yeah.
ball, and she'd throw it.
It's a-
The guy that hurls silverware is like,
Yeah.
fuck
Is that
yourself.
Janine Garofalo?
Janine Garofalo had she had the bowling ball.
I can't be invisible unless no one's
Kel
looking.
Mitchell was in
no
it.
one's
Kel Mitchell,
looking.
yeah.
What was
Willie
Kel's
Mace
power?
Macy.
Was
He was invisible.
Yeah, but only when no one looked at him.
Yeah, Willie Mace Macy's in it.
Fly on the wall. I
Ben
am like
Stiller.
Saran wrap.
Is that it?
I am
Yeah.
transparent.
Dane Cook was
Dane
in
Cook
it.
was the waffler.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Dang. I haven't.
That's where
I forgot so
All-Star
much of
came
that
from.
movie.
Everyone thinks it's Shrek. It actually came from that movie.
No, yeah.
Hey now.
So,
That's as far as we can get into that song before it gets
Eric
copyrighted.
has
Hey
a
now.
seizure.
Hey now.
But we have our own music we can sing now. We have our own songs we can
True.
talk about.
Jeremy would sing it right now if he were here.
We got the musical came out this past
True.
week. So that's
Age
exciting.
musical, it
Age
happened.
Musical finally happened.
Yeah.
We have a lot of stuff planned around. A lot of people have been
Bam.
asking, is it going on Spotify, iTunes? Yes, it's going on everything. Working now on possibly like doing a record maybe, which would be
Nice.
pretty cool.
See, all of the songs are good, but my favorite right now is Dusk Boys because someone said you guys should call yourselves 98 Dusk Grees.
Yeah,
Like, that's
I saw
pretty
it.
good.
There's
That's
like a
pretty
whole
good.
thread on
Pretty
Reddit that
good.
was just a bunch of like
Great
boy
names.
band names
was a lot.
punned with Dusk in there. But I think we're gonna do a bunch of stuff with the songs, and I think
we're
we're
releasing all
trying.
the songs individually too.
Yeah.
So if you like one song, we're putting them all up separately so you can hear the individual ones.
And we want to do it so that way proceeds that anything that we would possibly make off of this can also go to Extra Life
Yeah.
and charity. Like
Yeah.
that's where it came from. So that's where it would continue to go to help.
So any iTunes purchases, any record purchases, any merchandise we make based off of it will go to an Extra Life donation.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we're also working on like I'm doing a director's commentary type thing. We'll be putting out next week.
It'll be out next week. That'll be for first members, but then we'll have like the music videos are all going to come out. Or not all. I think like a handful of them are going to be out on the Achievement Hunter channel. We're going to try to cut together like the full length like windows, like all the gameplay that we did.
Yeah.
I think there's other stuff that happens in those rounds, and so we'll be cutting those.
A lot of people
for
are
the
asking
website.
about the gameplay,
Yeah.
of like whether it's scripted or not. And
It's-
the answer is kind of.
Yeah, this is the most scripted we've ever been in gameplay.
Right.
Where like literally it's like, okay, I need Ryan, I
Yeah.
need you to jump off something. Michael, I need people sprunking.
That
each
was
other.
it. So, but, like,
but that was like pretty
we
much.
still played it, or like obviously we did the. I don't remember what game type it was with the Dusk Boys. I don't remember what that's called.
That was Hunting Pack.
Hunting
remix.
Pack. Like
Yeah.
we played that, and it was like the script was like be very dusky.
Yeah.
That was it though.
So
Then
we
it was
got
like,
real
it was
irritated.
very irritating.
Right off the bat, we're like, damn.
But like,
I think, like, the one thing,
beyond
like,
that, it was a real
Yeah.
game.
Like
we still
the-
played the game.
The sprunking one, that was the only one because it was 3 laps, and I was like, okay.
had to, like, stop.
Like once we got to like someone finished laps, like okay, wait at the checkpoint or wait at the starting line. That way we can bunch up so we can hit each other.
and
more.
then everyone except Jeff.
Yeah, then
stopped.
Jeff just kept going.
I was like, Jeff, stop!
Yeah.
And he would just keep inching up. He's like, well, I want to win though.
Yeah.
just keep inching up. I'm like, Jeff, wait! Like we
Yeah.
have to sprunk each other.
But then, but yeah, for the most part, I mean, we just played it, and it was kind of like, and then I took.
I mean,
bits and
Lindsay Wins
pieces.
was absolutely
Yeah.
just Lindsay Wins.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think we did
Well,
anything.
I was
in
gonna
that
say it
one.
worked well because we went into the videos going like, okay, clearly this is the focus. Like Lindsay wins. Okay, this is what it's going to be. But it ended up being some of our best recordings.
Yeah, it was
just
pretty
like
fun.
some
Finished, and
magical
Gavin was
how.
like, we should really put that out.
Yeah.
Like, that
And
was
so-
funny. I say at one point in the video, I'm like, man, like, this is like the most, like, this is the best I've ever done, and it's a fake video. I was like, I was doing well in races. I was like beating Jeremy, and I'm like, oh man,
Yeah.
like, I never win
So-
in
So we're going to be
races.
putting that out too, because we shot it like a normal Let's Play, so we have
Yeah.
all the footage, and we actually shot webcams for everyone, but we had some issues. So the webcams
Yeah.
weren't in the music video, but
So yeah, they're all going to release a little bit differently because this all is extra content in the end. So the music videos will be going out to YouTube on the Achievement Hunter channel because that live action element kind of just plays better to that channel versus Let's Play. But as far as the long form gameplay, since there's like a handful of mini ones, I don't think it would necessarily work as well to kind of like use up another GTA slot just for that, and it also start to crowd the chat. So what you're going to see is like those will be up with a first window, but they will be free to watch on the website eventually. But I feel like it's kind of extra content, so that's all going to go to the website. And because it's like a deeper dive, a deeper look into the musical that Jack's going to be doing with the director's cut. I think on Tuesday is what we're aiming for. That will be for first members.
So we're
for you
shooting that
guys
tomorrow.
that support us with your first membership.
And thank you.
Yeah.
But we're doing that. Also, I have all of the scratch tracks for all the musical stuff, which is kind of interesting because it's Christian from JT Music and me singing all of the songs, and that's kind of fun too. Like I want to release at least "Still in the Air," Ryan's song, because like after listening to it, Ryan was like, "You sound more like me than I do." Like he was,
really?
Yeah. Because I kind of did like the big voice, the Ryan voice, and
Right.
it was like. Oh yeah, it actually sounds a lot more like him.
We've heard the Ryan version now, but it would have been interesting if we like uploaded without a video, or maybe we use the original music video and just like cut in both your version and Ryan's version.
I mean, I literally have it. I can just layer
So you can
layer onto the
tell.
audio.
And we say like A and B, and people have to figure out like which one.
Yeah.
See, like, I wouldn't pass that test because I still get confused sometimes if I listen to you both. I'm like, who's talking right now? Michael's like, it's Jack. Holy shit. I'm like, I can't tell.
Yeah.
I think
Can't
Ryan
tell.
has to affect a certain like timbre or like pacing
Yeah.
to sound more like Jack, but otherwise like they've become
feel like
distinct in my brain.
Ryan does more like he'll go up and down with his pitches, like he'll do inflections. Jack is pretty like flatline, straight A person. Like this is
Also,
what,
Ryan's fucking crazy. I'll never
I'll never hear Jack
I'll
say,
never hear
"Stop
Ryan
him, kill him."
screaming about something and think it's a Jack.
Well,
just to tell.
one of my
They
favorite
could
Jack.
both be robot voices, and I would never.
The subject
True.
matter. Yeah.
One of my favorite Jack clips is in the first Lindsay Wins when he goes, Lindsay didn't bet. She didn't bet, and that's the most I've ever heard you yell. It was amazing.
That was
Even then, like I would never like, oh, that's I would
There
be
were
like, oh,
8 of
that's
us.
Jack.
Lindsay was
That's
the only
Jack.
one who didn't
I was
bet
like,
on
ah,
herself,
fuck
and
it.
literally the whole point is Lindsay went. Oh God.
I knew I wasn't gonna win.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, it was a lot of
You
fun.
didn't see the plans and the
I did.
machinations
Man, I
going
did.
into
Yeah.
play.
I am a little upset though
Lot of
because
layers.
I shot a bunch of behind the scenes stuff on my phone. So like when I was in North Carolina with JT Music guys doing all the music, I shot video there, shot video in the booth, and just kind of like all that stuff. And then I got a new phone, and when I got my new phone, I lost all my original stuff because they were like, oh, like I was like, I haven't physically backed this up in a while. They're like, oh no, if you have iCloud, right? I'm like, yeah, I have iCloud. Like, oh, you're fine, don't worry about it. I'm like, okay, so you're saying everything on this phone, all my photos will carry over. I'm like, yeah, absolutely. And I was like, okay. And then I formatted it, and then my first photo in iCloud was the first photo I took with my new phone. I'm
You
just
didn't
like,
get anything?
damn.
That
Damn.
sucks.
Oh
I mean,
my God.
like since the last time I hard plugged it in, which
Not
was
like
like
auto.
Yeah, it was like in March of this year.
Damn.
I lost
dude.
about
I
a
lost-
week when I got a new
Plug that phone
phone.
anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like fuck. I lost so much good stuff. And
Sorry.
So that sucks.
Packing it up once a year.
Yeah.
Now, I showed you the highlight clip, but have you watched more of Sims yet with me and Fiona?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I need to
It's
watch
pretty
it.
fucking-
I should
The-
talk
the
about that
Play
a little
Gals?
bit. Yeah, Play Gals as we're called, or
Play
Game
Gals.
Gals.
Yeah,
I know.
that's fine.
We're encouraging.
Game Gals is good.
Game Gals is
We're
better.
coming for you. We're
Game Gals
Pepsi,
is
You
good.
don't play, you game.
That's right. But
We're coming for you by using you.
I know. Well, Fiona and I.
It's all of us
It
just
is.
running
It is.
amok.
We decided to do what any AH fan would do and make all of the Achievement Hunter and Sims and then watch
You
them
guys
live about their lives.
Did a very good job
Yeah.
too. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
and
nailed my
I
personality.
am both bad. I am both bad and I hate character creation because like
It's tedious.
but like also like I'll invest the time in it. I just don't want to and I'm not good at it. But then like I just have like it's gotta be right. Like I don't give a shit, but I do
Yeah,
care. So it's
yeah.
like it's like Skyrim. I like
You gotta
that's
look at that
I'll
if you're
spend
gonna
do it
2
right.
hours and like okay, what abilities?
Yeah,
It's like I can't
yeah.
just be like
that
whatever and
skill
start
tree.
the game.
You keep pausing that. You'll go online and be like, "What's the best loadout for this?"
100%. That was
Like,
me with Outer Worlds. I think I played Outer Worlds for 5 hours, and 2 hours was making my character. And I'm just like, okay, here we go. Wait, hang on. Let me go back 3 screens. Hang on. Let me double check this one skill.
Well, you
So
gotta look at that face for
you
hours
guys, well, you don't, because
You gotta see the back of that face.
yeah, you don't
Yep.
see anything.
Oh, well.
It's first
Can't
person.
swing the camera around. Damn. Not even.
But
during
you
a
guys
cutscene?
nailed the
Sorry.
look and like the personalities. Like it's
It was pretty
good.
amazing how many times we like choose someone's emotions and then they would do something that was like, that's Michael or that's Jeremy.
It's exactly
Absolutely.
it. You guys did so good that like when you would focus on, I don't know, like Michael, in the background, someone else is doing something on
Right.
brand. And
It's
so
Michael
like,
and Gavin's first fight as a couple.
Gavin walked up, Michael immediately pushed
Yeah,
Gavin.
and that's when I get a lot of shit. Fiona's like, oh, Michael's fighting with Gavin. Michael's angry. I'm like, I'm watching the video. I'm like, he shoved me first.
Yeah.
I'm standing there
typical.
hanging out with
It
Matt
is.
Typical
Bragg.
Gavin.
I'm talking to
Instigator.
Matt Bragg, my very good friend, and Gavin walks up and just shoves me. So
You
of course I'm
went,
going to defend
I like that
myself.
Fredo and I like fusion ha together. So like we're one person and we just like jogged by like Luigi on the track, just like
The best part about that is there's one moment where we finally finish character creation. We go into the world and we go, okay, we're gonna start. And like as we go in, we called him Trevedo Dollins, which is Trevor and Alfredo mixed together as Trevedo. They're standing there and we're like, come on, Trevedo, let's go. And like, what's going on? Why is he not moving? And I go, it's 2 souls wrestling for control. Oh my God.
Who's controlling this body? Who's gonna take over?
Perfect.
just shaking inside, rattling around.
It's kind of incredible. Let's see. Matt is a connoisseur of food. He's like
Yeah?
a professional
Not shocking.
chef. Yeah.
Dang, he's gonna be making all of our food.
Also, like, of all the rooms, first of all, like, the house they designed is this giant house, but all the bedrooms are, like, on the corners,
Yeah.
and the whole middle is just a flat floor.
Yep.
Like, it's just empty.
Was that
We
the house? Is
changed
there a pool
that, but
in
yes.
the house? in
And
the
then,
world?
Jack's
but then,
pool,
like,
Jack's pool in
but
the house,
the thing
yeah.
is, like, a mansion, right? There's tons of space, and the rooms are all around the sides, and the whole middle is just like. It's just like
the common area.
It's common area. It's like yard area for prisoners. Like, all right, get out in the yard. And they're just like walking around. Yeah, it's huge.
Holy shit, you're right.
But in the upper right-hand corner, Ryan's room is a 2x2 room.
There it is.
That's it. It's like a fucking shower. So Ryan just goes in there and just stands there and looks at the wall.
He powers down.
It's like,
He's
why?
like Bender.
It's so bizarre. He's like Bender.
There's Jack
me
swimming.
hanging out in the pool.
So we said with Jack's room that he shares with Jeff, by the way.
Nice.
On the right-hand side, there's a bedroom that he and Jeff share. On the left-hand side, there's an entryway to the pool. So you have to go swimming if you want to get to Jack's bedroom.
Oh,
sorry.
the Red Bull.
I know.
Jack has to swim to his side.
To get to my
Makes
bedroom.
sense,
That's
dude.
awesome.
And that
Forced
led to-
exercise. Again, like it's like prison.
You should make it so it's like a zigzag of a pool.
Playtime.
So
I've seen
I'm
what
the
they're-
art inmates.
I've seen what they're planning for the next
yeah.
episode.
Jack
It's
went streaking
bad.
for a bit.
Nice.
That was a thing.
Well, like,
Yeah.
there's so many mods that I didn't even know about that exist. I mean, it makes sense. It's a PC game, but there's so many mods. There's so many, like, RP opportunities. Like, you guys have an endless well, and I'm really excited to see how, like,
Well, this
series
Friday,
does.
the college expansion pack releases, and that's what we're going to try and do. Is like we're trying to make it like AHAU. It's an alternative university instead of universe. So this is your college
Nice.
recruitment. So you're like a frat, basically, trying to recruit people.
Lord help us.
I know. We got the first recruit. His name's Abraham. He's a nice
Who's going to
Mormon
be the
dude.
first to
Poor
die?
bastard.
Yeah.
Whoever Ryan gets his hands on first.
Someone's going to die and be a zombie. And I think Matt would make the most sense as just, like, the brought back zombie, and
Yeah.
he goes back to
Well,
making
I saw
food.
some people were pointing out there's mods you can have more characters.
You
So if
can.
you want, you can literally have all of us
Yeah.
in there.
And so we're thinking we're trying to either expand to have all of Achievement Hunter, maybe add Fiona and I, but I kind of like the idea of us being
Yeah.
done.
It is kinda
Like,
good.
Yeah, we're out of the
Oh,
element.
If you're
You
there,
guys
you
are
need
like-
to,
yeah,
like,
you
make
guys
a
are
safe
big
space over here.
Well,
But
you
if your neighbor's
so you guys
funhouse
don't
happened
die.
to show up and
control
cause
yeah.
trouble,
But you
then
need to take Travado and just like duplicate them. So it's just
We
like
already-
two identical ones.
Trevor knows I
Our
have an
souls
idea
have
on that note.
split.
Yeah.
I messaged
Two half souls.
I messaged Trevor and Fiona with an idea involving that, and Trevor went, "Oh my god, perfect!" I was like,
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to
You'll
spoil
see.
what they're
You'll
they're
see.
planning, but it's good. Yeah.
But yeah, check it out.
All right.
It's real fun.
Okay. So let me tell you about one cool thing we're working on now. I can make a big announcement. Big
Here we
announcement.
go.
Play the big announcement graphic.
That's the drum roll.
There's.
They didn't play anything
At
or
this
show
point,
anything.
I was hoping we'd
How
get
about
something.
carry
Yeah,
me
baby.
to the village?
A lot of people ask about Achievement Hunter Live and when is the next Achievement Hunter Live? When is Achievement Hunter Live coming to my town? I can announce today Achievement Hunter.
There it
Jesus
was,
Christ.
right in the middle of it.
Wow.
Was that Matt?
Achievement Hunter's going to the West Coast. So, we're playing in 3 cities. I'm pretty sure I can announce the
3.
cities.
You can say the cities.
Okay, say the city. So we're playing Los Angeles,
Boom.
San Francisco,
Yep.
My hometown.
and Seattle.
Nice.
So we're gonna be out there in March. More details will be coming soon
Yep.
as far as ticket pricing and when tickets are on sale. Can I say when they're on sale?
Tickets go on sale in December.
December. So yeah, you got
but
some time.
it's all still kind of evolving, as you can imagine. When you do a tour, there's a lot of venues, a lot of variables that are in play. So we will let you guys know the details as they unfold. But Jack has been very hands-on with the process, and I'm really fucking excited.
Can we
Yeah,
make
I'm
sure
pumped.
we
I
just
look-
keep kind of funny away?
I don't know if we can. I think they'll smell us.
We're gonna go to San Francisco when
Alfredo's
they're
gonna
like.
let him in the back door.
So anyway.
No,
there with
Greg,
his shirt on.
The cool
Greg
thing
will
is-
take off his
so
shirt, but
Greg
Jackson
will
can
take
take
his
off
shirt
all
off.
of his
That's
clothes
true.
and
I'm
go
just
straight
gonna
in
strip
real
down.
time.
So people always say like, oh, I want you to come to my city. I live in like Billings, Montana. Why don't you come here? So the better these do, if we sell out these shows, the more likely we are to do more shows. So if you have
Yeah.
any friends in these locations, let them know. And because if we sell these out, then it's like, hey, sold out those. Let's go to the next city. Let's go to
And
the
like,
next city.
if you're near but not like super close, you know, you could always download Face Jam, listen to it on the drive.
There you go.
True.
Knock
There
out
you
a
go.
couple
Play it a couple
You can
times.
listen to 3, 4, 5 Face Jams, one off topic, whichever you prefer, and then you're there at the show.
So someone said no Canada tour yet. It was actually up in the air between Vancouver and Seattle. And we ended up landing on Seattle just because it's easier because it's in the U.S.
International
But-
starts to become
Yeah.
a headache, you
Yeah.
know, but it's not out of the question. I think we want to, like, honestly, if we could choose, like, we would love to hit up every major city in the world. clearly, but like,
I don't know about every.
every single one.
That's a lot of cities.
So anyway, so if you're in San Francisco, Seattle, LA, keep your March open. Or it's going to be in March. We're still working on the specific dates, specific locations and everything.
Dates.
But we'll have that all locked down soon. We're very, very excited. I love doing live shows, and I can't wait to bring it back out to the West Coast.
Yeah, they're fun.
Someone
man.
said
They're
cries
fun.
in British, and I was like, listen, you got a whole Pokemon game coming out about your country, so let's calm down.
There you
Okay.
go.
I mean, that's what it is. Yeah.
Pokemon Sword, Shield, and Crumpets?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's
tomorrow.
supposed to be.
dude.
Yeah,
Tomorrow, tonight, technically.
Yeah.
You're gonna catch all your
Not looking at Chicago
There's
would be
so
great. You
oh.
went to Chicago.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, I
To
see
be
that.
fair-
It's like people go,
to
you
be
didn't
fair,
come.
That was
We
one of the
did.
Let's
We
Play
did do
lives. It might have been in the past. People age, that wasn't a
That's
couple
true.
years ago. People could go. We wanna keep touring. It's one of the
Yes.
newer things we've done that we absolutely enjoy. And Australia, thank you so much for allowing us to kind of kick
Australia.
off that fresh endeavor of what Achievement Hunter Live
and
kind
really
of is.
like mold the Achievement Hunter Live.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
we've really refined Achievement Hunter Live. Like, it was Let's Play Live, which is kind of a bigger show, and we sort of pared it down to sort of this perfect essence, and I'm really happy with the show we got now.
You distilled it down into just the drip that is
Yeah.
a concentrated drop of Achievement Hunter.
So,
That's the tastiest drop. Yes. Talking about Australia makes with Pokemon, though, perfect combination segue.
Yeah?
So someone online, I tweeted it, you can find it. They made like a hypothetical Pokemon game that was set in Australia,
And they
it's
kill you.
yes.
It's
basically.
Survivor.
It was like
Pokemon.
or
It's called
nah.
Pokemon Survive.
It was Pokemon.
Yeah or
it was
nah?
Pokemon. Yeah, or nah. That's
Yeah.
what it was.
But it was perfect. It was so good. And like, I mean, I guess Jack could speak to it more because you're married to Katie and she's
Yes.
from Australia.
What?
But if we can pull it up, it's like
There should be a drop bear Pokemon.
There you
Let's
go.
get that official.
That's
okay?
not real
yeah,
though.
because Jack doesn't give a shit
Could
about
be.
Pokemon, but this
be real.
this
Can they
could
get a
get you
Pokemon?
into it if it was real.
yeah.
This Australia-based one.
Orlando or Miami.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised. And maybe this has happened. People haven't. Like we domesticated dogs, and like
True.
they used to be wolves, and now they're like Chihuahuas and stuff. And like Great Pyrenees, like all sorts of shapes and sizes. I can't believe we haven't started to breed like mice or like other dogs like into more Pokemon-esque directions.
I'm sure we
you know
have.
What I mean?
What's
Have
that
you-
mouse with the ear on its back? That's kind of
Yeah.
like a Pokemon.
Or
Right?
There's the dog with the narwhal.
Yeah,
yeah.
narwhal dog.
With the tail on
Michael
its
said that,
face.
yeah.
Tail on his head.
No,
you-
it's adorable.
Have you seen the mice that are trained to drive tiny cars to go to their cheese?
What?
Yeah, yeah.
What?
So they train mice to like learn how to start these cars
how the
that will
world
take them
ends.
to their
Yeah,
their
right.
cheese
One
destination.
tiny mouse at a
That
time.
was the prologue to Death Stranding, right?
Yeah.
The mice
little
driving the
mouse.
cars. Little Ralphus mouse driving his
Yeah,
motorcycle
it's a
around.
That's a
BB's,
Kia
it's a
commercial.
Meanies.
Beverly clearly had it
There's a
right.
Small little explosion.
Anyway, that's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
We saw.
Buy tickets, please.
Yes.
Please buy tickets and listen to Face Jam.
Thanks, Jack.
Download that face jams.
I got you, Michael.
Appreciate it, man.
And then listen to the Michael Jackson podcast when we get that one up and running.
Damn,
too.
dude. What's,
It's
okay.
hilarious.
Fahine.
Thanks, Nick. I can always depend on Nick for a
That's
cheap
why
laugh.
we have him.
Yeah. He's the low
Laugh at
bar.
anything, dude. He's
What don't
I
you laugh
trip.
at, Nick? What do you find not
You
funny?
said,
Let me think about it.
Good man.
what the fuck
That
was
was
that?
Yeah,
That
no,
was
Eric.
ruined
I think that was a llama.
You've
actually.
upset me now.
What was that?
That's gross.
On that same token, I
my
can't
ears feel
decide when
violated.
Eric is not being sarcastic. And that was a perfect example.
Just assume he's always
He's always
sarcastic.
sarcastic, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. All right. Well, anything else?
I think that's it.
Yeah,
No.
I'm Barbara's grandpa now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You're Bobby?
Yeah. There's Bubby and there's
Bobby
Bubba.
I'm Bubba. I'm your Bubba now.
Did somebody say that, or you're just bringing that up?
No, I'm just like,
would
to
that-
end
Bringing
cap
it
the
back.
podcast.
Would that
you're
make
like,
it weird?
let's
Bringing it
resolve the
back.
stories.
He's bringing it back.
Blah, blah.
Okay, right now,
Bringing it somewhere. I don't know.
you have
That's
to
the name of
decide.
the part.
I'm
That's
your
the name.
grandpa
That's the name of the
now.
podcast.
One moment.
I'm Barbara's grandpa.
Is it?
It's a thumbnail.
I'm your grandpa.
Decide now. Are you going with Barbara or her bubby? Which is it?
Whichever will comes first.
Wow. Wow.
All right. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Hey.
Go listen to the musical. Listen to Face Jam. Buy tickets for Age Live.
Ruby's got some stuff.
Ruby
We got a post show
stuff.
coming
Ruby's
out
got
here.
some stuff.
Check out
It's also a
Sims.
show.
Merchandise.
Watch us
got the
manipulate our
chocolate.
coworkers.
Sims, audio, musical, all that.
down
We love
over there.
you.
See a doctor.
Bye.
A coffee boy.
Bye.